All right, we got the Tony Danza clips here, Anthony.
Good stuff.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know if
this
this
could be the worst show on television.
I think you're both wrong, actually. I think it's a good show.
Shut up.
I like the guy. I think he's got pizzazz.
This is what
Pizzazz?
This is what America wants to see on their TV.
He has moxie and spunk.
That's what I'm trying to say.
This is what America wants to see, obviously.
It is?
Well, yeah, they gave him a prime slot. He's on every morning, and
I don't know.
And the crowd seems to be enjoying the show. We watch every day after the show to see what Tony's up to next.
Yeah, we watch, all right. Another cooking segment.
He was shooting baskets yesterday. He was making
with Frankie Muniz.
He was making meatballs the day before, and he was loading a dishwasher, I believe, on Monday.
Yeah,
So-
if your talk show involves you and a guest seeing who could load a dishwasher faster, please leave.
This is what it's come down to, though. You can't do anything edgy or anything, and so you're stuck watching Tony Danza, fill up a dishwasher.
You're afraid to take any chances because of the climate out there, the FCC. So nothing can be done except for Tony Danza cooking with that worthless chef. What's his name?
Oh, that dickhead Rocco DeSpirito.
Rocco, the chef Rocco that had that restaurant for the TV show that flopped. and then he drags his geriatric mother out there. And Tony's got to be all nice to her. Oh, and they all cook together. Tony's helping out. Got his little Tony Danza apron on as he, stir that up a little, Tony. All right, I'm stirring. Ha, 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 ha. And the audience claps at anything like a bunch of sheep.
It's a good show, and I think you guys are being too harsh. I think that his monologues are funny and lighthearted.
Right.
He's enjoyable. I like listening to him.
Oh.
I think you should play some clips to let them speak for themselves.
So we were talking about Tony Danza.
Yeah.
We noticed something as we watch the show every day. He gets cheap applause breaks.
I don't think they're cheap.
Oh, stop it. He is the king of the cheap applause break. When you say, for some reason, the audience is trained to just clap at any drivel that comes out of this guy's mouth. Angela. It's a horrible, just what people think America wants today.
So we put together
It's what we're stuck with. This is a prime example of what this country is stuck with.
The problem is this, what you guys are saying. I listen to the clips as well, and I agree. I agree that they should be applauding when they were applauding. That's why I don't think they're gratuitous. I felt that what he said was worthy of applause.
You are a liar.
I'm
is
not.
what you are.
Are you trying to get on the Tony Danza show?
Yeah, perhaps that's it.
would-
You know something?
You can't
If
even
have
trash
to
Tony
sit there-
Danza?
If you have to sit there and kiss his ass because he might be able to help you out at some point in your
I heard the
career.
applause breaks, and I felt that they were all at a time that I myself would have applauded.
All right. Well, we took his monologue yesterday. Mm-hmm. And this is all from one stupid monologue.
One monologue.
2, 3, and I think he has about 6 applause breaks here.
Cheap applause breaks.
Not even applause because it was a good joke. Just applause because he stated something.
But he has personality. This guy has personality, and it comes through when he talks.
Do you guys have the same manager? Let's just put it on the table.
Oh.
No, we don't. I just happen to think that his personality comes through, and that just brings out a nice feeling in people.
Mm-hmm.
So when are you going to be on Tony's show?
I'm going
on the
probably
Tony
not going to be on
Danza
Tony's show, as his audience is probably not my target audience.
Not your cup of tea.
I just sit back and enjoy.
It's not their brand of humor.
Good point, Ant. That's probably a better way of putting it.
Jimmy's stand-up.
All right,
See Jimmy going out there and doing his act in front of those rubes that he gets in that audience?
Do you get it? She was pregnant, she sneezed, and then there was a lump on the floor. Where you going, folks?
All right, well, here we go. Tony Danza getting cheap applause breaks, Anthony.
Yeah.
Here's the first one.
But I want to congratulate the Boston Red Sox and the Red Sox Nation. I want to congratulate everyone.
There it is. Easy, cheap applause break.
Sometimes when you're the loser, you have to be magnanimous.
If I knew what that meant, it would be even better. Riga.
But I happen
Shut
to
up.
think that the Red Sox fans deserve a little applause, and the fact that Tony's being magnanimous, I like it.
All right, here's another one as he tries to get a cheap applause.
I'm called TiVo Man.
Now,
But anyway,
he's talking about
But anyway,
he's talking about how he TiVos stuff.
where's our applause thing, man? Because we could be, doing this when we're really bombing.
Like, I need a TiVo. I got to record things, so I'm TiVo Man. And they applauded that.
Hey guys, I'm eating oatmeal this morning.
No, see, the oatmeal is not funny. TiVo Man was very funny.
Why was TiVo Man funny?
Because, like, the guy TiVos all the time, he's become like TiVo Man. I mean, I would laugh if I heard that.
Yay.
What the hell is that? That's audio from outside Fenway, it sounds like. Now, see, we need better applause.
We need better applause.
We need our old applause sound clip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the old one was great.
Here's Tony Danza getting another cheap applause.
So I got my tuxedo, and I had it in the bag and everything, and I got dressed, put on my tux, and I felt pretty good, and I went to button my coat as we were leaving. We were late. Went to button my coat.
Wait.
No button. No button on my tux. I'm the host. So now this is an emergency. Didn't have a black button.
Right, so what are you going to do?
Well, John was with me, and so I cut one off his suit.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
What? I'm a producer.
So what's it?
Cut a button off the suit of the producer.
And he gets an applause break for that.
Because we can all picture ourselves in that situation. You got a thing to go to. Oh, no, there's not a button on my suit.
I'm going to smack you.
Why?
We really are going to smack you. All right. Well,
I relate to Tony. He's like an everyman.
there's a bunch of these. Here's another one.
I sewed the button on there. Boom, boom, boom. You should have seen me.
I
Yeah.
would love to have seen that.
No, my mother would have been so proud of me. So it's right down, man. I go,
Oh, my God. Look, he talks of... Oh.
so crazy. I'm in it. Got out.
He talks about how he sewed a button. Now, I listened to the whole break. Believe me, I did my research. I had to sit through this. He talked about how his tux didn't have a button on it, so he had to sew a button on his tuxedo. And he took one from
In his limo,
producer.
as the limo was
in his limo.
moving.
Took one from his producer and sewed it on. And as he's right there, that clip, as he's telling people he sewed a button on himself, they break into applause. What?
You know who deserves applause for saying that? Bob Dole. If Bob Dole says, I sewed a button on, then you should clap.
If that little surfer girl in Hawaii that got her arm bitten off by the shark, she tells a little story about how she sewed a button on her little bikini, there you go.
Or if Kobe Bryant says, hey, I had a button, but it got torn off in a rape, you understand how it happens.
Kobe. Yeah. There you go.
All right, that would make more sense.
That deserves an applause break.
Here's another Tony Danza cheap applause break during a show yesterday.
Oh, how about bad news? You hear the bad news?
Uh-oh.
ABC dropped the Miss America pageant.
Yeah.
All they were doing was crying on the show. They were crying all the time,
Which
the models.
ones? The models
The
were
models were in
crying?
tears. I think it's because they're starving.
Oh, my God. What a Rupert Pupkin delivery.
But here's...
Get to cook with you.
I get very cranky when I don't eat.
Oh.
The worst part of that is not even his awful joke. It's his awful assistant, whatever that hole is, who says, what, the models? Who else could he possibly be talking about? You trying to be a straight man twat.
All right, Jimmy's back with us. All right. You scared me for a second there.
Well, I don't want to be so predictable.
And I throw up.
But did you catch that when he's like, yeah, they're why they're so cranky? Or why they're crying all the time? Who, the models?
Yeah.
The model?
This is what they want on TV. What can I tell you? Here's another cheap applause break.
Well, I go to better hotels than you.
All right, he
They're
goes to better
applauding-
hotels than his hole.
They're applauding hotels.
Better
The
hotels.
fact that he gets comped into better hotels.
Yeah, they're applauding the fact that he gets good free stuff.
What are you writing down, Steve? You're jotting vigorously.
Steve?
Jim was asking what the assistant's name is.
Yes.
It's Erica Vitrini from The Apprentice.
Steve C, everyone.
That's funny. What? I think we
Because they're hungry.
I get cranky when I don't eat. Or how about this? You know what? They're crying all the time. Who, the models? Yeah, and I'm thinking maybe because they were raped as teenagers.
we're gonna have applause breaks on our show from now on.
We really should.
Why not?
Seems to work.
Oh, wow. We're going to debut the FU line finally. 3 weeks into the brand new O&A show. We wanted this the first day, but all right, 3 weeks later is pretty good.
Yeah, we got some calls. We farmed out some calls, got the audio.
Would you?
Ben, why are you laughing?
I just love how Jim looks at Steve every day and evaluates Steve's appearance. It's hilarious.
I know.
You didn't like his bowling shirt? You had kind of a bowling shirt thing on today.
That awful black shirt with the nice big white stripe down the side. It's hideous.
I just sit and look at Jim criticizing me.
I know I'm awful.
It's like, hello, pot, I'm kettle, kind of thing. You know, it's.
And Jim, you wore that sweatshirt yesterday.
He wears
wear
it every day.
It's like a coat.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's a little chilly in New York.
It's cold, so I wear it.
All right, here's want to do just one more applause break?
I want to do a few more.
And he plays a game too.
Yeah, that's the last applause break you've got queued up, and then there's a game, a trivia game with a caller from the Midwest somewhere. That's the next.
And why do we want to play that?
I don't know. It's on there if you want to play it.
Thank you, Steve. There he goes, Martini Steve, everyone.
Why'd you cut your sleeves off? Did the cufflink keep dipping into the booze and soaking it up?
It's Friday. Steve will be drinking martinis today.
He reached over his drink and his sleeve dipped in, and that little bit of alcohol was lost, so he just tore the sleeves off all of his shirt.
The light bulb was ding over his head, and as he realized I could rip these sleeves off and not waste any more booze.
This way I won't have to squeeze the shirt sleeve into my mouth to get that drop.
All right, here's the last
Aww.
Tony Danza applause break for today. We'll bring this back from time to time.
I think every day.
He's doing it every day.
Yeah.
By the way, we have Carolyn and George here
Yes,
next
yes,
week, too.
yes.
Speaking of boardroom.
What?
Wow.
Not quite a cheap applause break. It's one of those, announce the
Just
guest
felt
thing.
like doing that. Why? I don't know. Okay.
But speaking of boardroom, he should be talking about his own audience.
That is a... All right.
Boardroom. B-O-R-E-D, though. Not B-O-A-R-D.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
That's funny.
I used to rape Mary Lou Henner on the set.
Oh, that Tony.
Danny DeVito's so short he could suck my cock standing up.
Yeah. What? Oh, the music. Is that to end the bit? No? Okay.
Back when he didn't have so much pizzazz as he does now.
Jesus.
Pediatric diabetes. It was great. It was unbelievable. Hey, look. Natalie Cole, Beyonce, and Halle Berry. I made out with all three of those women. Unbelievable. You know, I don't know if you know, this has been my dream to have Sidney 48 come here and sit here and talk to me. And I'm wearing him down. I'm telling you, I can tell. You tell. My 11-year-old was elected to the student council.
I hope she gets assassinated. little bitch. Little twat.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Enough.
Some of the applause breaks from Tony Danza's show yesterday. We're obsessed with the Tony Danza show.
That audience must just walk out with chop meat bloodied hands. Oh, we got to clap at everything. That stupid Dago.
Everything he says, we have to clap.
You dullard.
Why do they keep turning on that applause sign?
Oh, God.
He's not saying anything, but they're making us applause.
It's like a special child doing something. You know, whatever they do, you got to applaud it. And he's quite the retard himself, so.
Oh, look, he smiled.
Yeah. I'm trying to string a sentence together.
Oh, Tony.
Hey, Tony, he did it. Takes words and puts them together and almost conveys an idea.
He's cute.
So then I took my Golden Gloves fist and put it right in Judd Hirsch's Jew nose.
Oh, Tony, come on.
He means it good-naturedly.
I think Eternal Flame's a good song. I like that one.
You like that one?
I do.
Eternal Flame?
Yeah. I wish I was on Tony's show because I would have said that and they all would have clapped.
You know what I like? I like the song Eternal Flame. That's a good song. Yeah, Tony. That's great. Hey, did you hear the Bengals won over Denver last night? The Bengals, huh, Tony? You fucking retard.
Yeah, he would say that.
That show is like, it's like a goof. Like somebody said, let me see how awful a show I can put together.
Oh, you just picture the guys in the pitch meeting. Guys, listen. We get this idiot, this blithering idiot on television to work a talk show. It's like those reality shows where the person doesn't know he's in a reality show. We'll get who can we get? Who's the biggest retard in Hollywood that we could get to do this? Hey, how you doing, guys? It's Tony Danza, everyone. We'll prop him up in front of a camera, give him a little side kick, and he could do a talk show. He'll actually think he's doing a talk show, but we'll all be laughing at him.
I saw that show when it was called Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, before she turned into a big bull dyke, she was doing this.
Right.
It's the whole good-natured appeal to the Midwest women, the rubes, who remember watching him in Taxi. Hey, Riga, I'm taking cab 5. Hey, there you go. That's great. I remember that.
Well, we found a website. One of our listeners, the listeners are a part of this radio show. We call it the People's Radio Show, and they help us with show prep, which means...
sounds communist, but I like it.
I know. Which,
The People's Radio Show.
That means we don't have to work as hard.
There you go.
The key to Anthony and I is to work less and become bigger.
Work less, become bigger, more gooder.
More gooder.
Right.
So one of our fine fans turned us on to the Tony Danza website, where they just mock the TV show.
Yeah.
And,
Guy put together a bunch of clips and
yeah, there's all sorts
awful
of sections like Tony talks about things we don't care about. And here's a couple examples.
My daughter's a big reader, my Emily. In fact, she got 100 on her reading test yesterday. Congratulations, Emmy.
he's telling people that his daughter got 100 on her reading test. Like anyone cares.
And the Post, the Sunday Post gave this show a great rating.
Post, who cares? You know what that show needs? You remember in Scarface when that big fat thing is dancing on the stage and those two guys open up with semi-automatic weapons? That's what the Tony Danza audience needs.
A little gunfire.
Tony's standing there and they're shooting at his knees.
We'll be back after these words. I'm being shot. Angela.
Here's another example. Tony talking about things we don't care about.
By the way, for those of you watching Friday, my daughter had her SAT Saturday, and the feeling is, a little update, the feeling is she felt really well about how it went.
Yay.
So I'm very happy about that. Go, Katie. And I hope all the other kids that took the test also did well,
My daughter got laid for the first time. It was a prom last night, and her legs were akimbo in the back of the limo. She came home all stretched out with a little blood on her prom dress. Yeah, so I'm very happy she's entered the world of sex. It's great. What a tool.
He really is a boob. My daughter passed her essay, whatever that gender is.
I don't even know what it is. A guy, a girl, I'm wacky.
It's nothing but uninteresting tidbits followed by hands hitting each other. It stinks.
Drivel, I think they call it. Drivel.
I wish everybody else a little luck. Wow, that was genuine.
Everything's good-natured. We hope everyone's life is fine and dandy.
You gotta smile early in the morning, you know.
Of course.
Laugh in the world, laugh with you.
I like the applause break.
The applause break makes me physically ill. You know when you should get an applause break when you're like, so I was out with this chick and she wouldn't talk to me. I poured something in her drink. Next thing you know, she's passed out and I'm banging her. That should get the applause break.
I went to dinner with my daughters last night, and the waitress spilled my coffee. So I dumped the hot coffee on her tits. It was amazing. She screamed, and then I punched her in the face.
Where is that? Damn it, I got too many freaking CDs here.
I love this guy.
Oh, it's just, what an ass. And just...
It's so funny when you put it that way, Jim, that it's like a goof, like somebody put together a goof of a talk show.
Well, this website is hilarious. So there's another section on the Tony Danza website where they just goof the show. He likes to say hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
This is his insincere...
pretty much every morning he likes to do the
shout-outs.
hearts, thoughts, and prayers.
These are shout-outs to people that have had tragedy in their life.
Right. Ooh.
Yes, and he wants those people to know that my hearts and prayers and thoughts...
And thoughts.
are with all
His
these
thoughts.
people. And it's so insincere because he says the same thing no matter what happened to these people. They're dead, they're hurricane, they're this, they're that. Same line.
Well, Sex Bagel put a little montage together of all his heart's thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, this
lines.
isn't a loop. These are different times that he says the same thing.
I thought I sort of. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on
Go
the
ahead.
cue.
My
I was-
thoughts and prayers are with Jim Norton.
Yeah, tripping on the word.
Tripping all over that one.
When I heard like a moment of this before, I really thought that they had looped the same thing over. I didn't realize these were different clips. That's how
Yeah.
awful he is. I thought it was the same clip.
You can't even tell.
Disingenuous idiot.
Here it is.
Look, here in the USA Today, the two big stories. Ivan, this crazy hurricane.
Crazy.
It's
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's spinning all around and around. I don't think it has any thought as to what it's doing.
It's wearing a goofy hat.
It's crazy. It's wacky. It was wearing clown makeup.
Right.
What a crazy hurricane.
Spinning around in its clown makeup, picking up boys, tying them up and strangling them in Chicago.
Crazy hurricane.
Look, here in the USA Today, the two big stories. Ivan, this crazy hurricane, my gosh. So our thoughts and our prayers and our hearts go out to everybody down in Pensacola and Alabama. I mean, Alabama and Louisiana and of course
Nebraska, the
Florida.
hurricane capital of the U.S., Nebraska, and Colorado, the Rocky Mountains, hit with a lot of hurricanes.
Any state that ends in A that has incest in it, just applaud for them. Retard.
What is it, Alabama?
Pensacola.
And our own capital city of Saskatchewan is having problems with the hurricane. It's a crazy, zany hurricane.
Our hearts and our prayers go out to you, Jamie, and your family. They were killed the other night, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to their families.
My heart, liver, and kidneys go out.
Over and over again.
Can we point out that the hearts and prayers should probably go out before the deaths you ask?
Yeah.
It doesn't help once they're in a
Now
box.
that you're dead, my heart's prayers and a casket, okay? Can we have our show sponsor a casket? The Danza casket? We'll have it put on the side while he's planted.
Colleagues, before I get started, just on a serious note, that hurricane, Ivan, it hit Pensacola pretty hard, so we're, we send out our thoughts and our prayers to the people on the Gulf Coast.
Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, all of them are devastated from the, Pepsi-Cola? Where was it? You dolt.
I gotta go back now. Hold on. We're going backwards a little bit.
And their colleagues. Before I get started, just on a serious note, that hurricane, Ivan, it hit Pensacola pretty hard, so we're, we send out our thoughts and our prayers to the people on the Gulf Coast, especially in Pensacola, because it was really devastating. And anyway, and also we want to send our thoughts and our prayers out to Rodney Dangerfield. He's in a coma, but he's supposed to be doing better, which I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, he's in a coma, and that's great, everybody.
Yeah, a hand for
That's
him.
great, coma. Applaud for a coma. Because I've been in a coma for years, and I'm doing a talk show, so apparently it's not all that bad.
I think it's all the blows to the head when you were a fighter doing the Golden Gloves.
Oh,
But I think our hearts and our prayers and one other thing, another hurricane for Florida. So our prayers and our thoughts go out to the Florida people. He was always an inspiration, and we send our thoughts and prayers to his family and all his fans, because he was really one of the good guys. I'm sorry about that.
these Florida
The last
people.
one
I
was
just caught that too. The Florida people.
The Florida people. What a dolt. Another hurricane. It's like these things just, who keeps making them?
They're crazy.
They're crazy. They just keep coming back with different names.
It is unbearably awful.
Let Hurricane Tony come in and sweep your mind away. Yeah. Huh? You pasta-headed idiot.
Hurricane Tony, it just blows Down syndrome all over the place, and you hear the sound of hand clapping as you get dumber and dumber.
Here it comes. Board up your windows.
and then there's a section on this website called The Real Tony Danza.
The real Tony Danza. This is where little hints of his actual personality show through.
Yeah, pop out a little bit.
I want you to know something. I think we should make one of each, a man and a woman, because I think the women are due to win tonight. They're due.
I hope so.
Huh? Is the cameraman just going to keep talking, or should I?
I know. He's got to pick.
I'm losing the stage, folks.
A little uncomfortable laughter there. He was
that was?
serious. Yeah, everybody, I'm all good-natured and stuff. Hey, fucking asshole, shut up or I'll punch your face in, all right? My daughter got an A on her test. It's great. If she didn't, I'd have hit the teacher in the twat. I swear I'd have punched her right in the ovaries.
You know, another thing. I'm on a roll.
Okay.
I want to
Keep it coming.
Come
Keep
on.
it coming.
What else you want? You want to talk about something? Tell me.
I was
Where are you
talking
going
about-
tonight? What's the event?
Oh,
I don't care.
50 Halloween.
No, I'm kidding.
That's how he feels.
He really.
Sassy.
You could tell what he's really like.
Let's see. What else? That's it? I'm done? You're
let's
telling me
talk
I have to move on?
I have that. Oh.
What? Go ahead. What?
No,
It's my show when it's live. Tough.
Oh, you know what he's probably like at home?
Awful.
Oh, man. Spilled my coffee.
I'm feeling pretty good, I gotta tell you.
Oh. So, I don't know. It goes on and on.
Where's the closing song? I was listening to that one last night.
closing
You
song?
got that?
I never got
He
that far in
sings
the
a
show.
little tune.
Oh, this.
He sings a little tune at the end of the show.
Well, there's a whole category of Tony sings.
Ugh.
What the hell's going on out there? You hear that?
I don't know. The cameraman's
Hey,
talking.
the cameraman's talking.
Hey, Elmo's back to sing Monster in the Mirror, and we have some
Oh,
of his
no,
friends.
he's singing
Hi,
with
guys.
Elmo.
Hi.
He really is Rosie O'Donnell.
Saw a monster in the mirror when I woke up
Oh,
today.
my God.
A monster in the mirror, but Elmo would not run away. I will take
Oh,
a share
my
of care
goodness.
and beneath his bed. Though the monster looked at Elmo, and this is what he said.
He said, wubba, 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 woo, woo, woo. Wubba, 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 and a doodly-doo. Wubba, 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 so I sang it. Do not wubba me, or I will wubba you.
Wubba, 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 my wubba broke and I got a daughter.
Okay, I'm ready.
She does well on the SAT.
Told the monster in the
So you got that
mirror,
going
no,
for
I am
ya.
not scared. Then I smiled at him and thanked him for the song that he had shared. The monster thanked me too, he smiled right back, and then the monster in the mirror sang his song again. He said, wubba, 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 woo, woo, woo. Wubba, 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 and a doodly-doo. Wubba, 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 so I sang it. Do not wubba me, or I will wubba you. Do not wubba me, or I will wubba you. We'll be right back, folks.
Wubba, 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 I'll wub your face in the dog shit.
I would have more respect for that song if it was called "There's a Monster in My Rain." That was horrendous.
There's a monster in my rain, and I'm sucking.
Wubba, wubba, wubba.
Wubba, wubba, wubba.
Wow.
There he is.
Here's another singing sample.
A
from
little
Tony.
ditty.
Okay, let me explain what it is. See, I hosted the Miss America pageant, but I'm bitter. I'm bitter because I didn't get to sing the song. So I was wondering if I could just...
You're going to sing the song for
well,
me?
I just want to...
Brother.
If I
Because,
could,
you know, I don't mind hearing it again.
if I could just give you this, and if you'll take a walk down
I
our
would
red
love to
carpet,
do that.
and I'll do it.
Wonderful.
Okay. Please,
Yeah.
Ready?
There he goes.
There she is. Miss America. There she is. Your ideal. With hundreds of beauties, she'll take the town by storm. With her all-American
Showcasing his
face
talent.
and form, and there she is, walking on air. She is.
Shut up.
You're almost hoping for the wrong song to be queued up to watch him do a little Irish dance and walk off.
I had acid reflux.
Yeah, we'll get into the Ashley Simpson thing in a little while. All right, well, you get the idea. It's a pretty good website.
Can I tell you what bothers
Wow.
me about that?
Yeah.
It's this forced manufactured charm. It's like, look at how cute I can be doing something I know I'm not too good at, but I'm a freewheeling spirit.
Look,
folks.
I'm trying real hard.
Just good-naturedly having fun, and it's unbearably awful.
That's what America wants to watch on TV, though, bro.
That is true. He
It's
gets
getting
ratings.
it's getting ratings and it's getting great reviews. So,
Our
the
hearts
Tony
and
Danza,
prayers go out to people watching my show.
the Tony Danza link is now on FoundryMusic.com and OpieandAnthony.com.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so there you go.
Little Tony Danza. For some reason, though, We're fascinated by the program.
I can't stop.
Oh, we can't
talking
turn it
about
off.
After the show,
We watch
after
it
the
every
show is
day.
over, we sit in the studio because
our
our
office
office is
isn't
not
done.
done. So we sit in the studio here and have a little after show hangout. You know, the meeting
Never
would not have
have.
classified as an extravaganza. It's just awful.
All right. Well,
Kickboxing with Master Poe today. He's gonna kick me in the head and do some mental improvement.
now,
Hey, you
horn,
bitch!
screaming and yelling. You'll
I'll kick your ass.
yeah, you'll follow her for 5 miles. you know.
Yeah.
Try to knock that minivan over a curb and into the Passaic River.
Right. Wow. Wow.
Ouch.
Good callback.
There it is.
Yeah, they all drowned.
Hey, our hearts, thoughts, and prayers, livers, and my big toe out to the families. Out to the families.
Oh, we got a correction coming in from.
That reminds me, though, my daughter got a gold medal in swimming. So I don't care about those dead people.
This kills me.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Tony.
Doing his Barney Rubble laugh.
Tony's part of our show now. He reacts to what's going on in the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me hear a little.
I'm feeling pretty good, I gotta tell you.
I gotta tell you. Hey, that's a spicy meatball.
Now, it's a beautiful day. I'm doing a Columbus Day parade. I'm excited. I'm Italian. You know what I mean? I got everything today.
You know what he is to Italians? Like Stepin Fetchit is to black people. Like Sambo. Like Lil Black Sambo is to black people. Like a big, fat Aunt Jemima with the thing on her head. That's what it is. Old sleep and eat. That's what he is. That's what he is to Italians. Hey, I'm the dumb Dago, huh? Everything's cool, huh? Ugh.
He should be forced to sing. Like the way- I'm nothing. Maybe he should dance on Abe Vigoda's feet. Makes me nauseous.
Mike and PA, what's
Stereotypical Dago.
Mikey.
Ugh. I just want to say my daughter also got implants. Everybody, I just want to bring that up. They look great and feel great, I gotta say.
Let's say hi to Tony in New York City. Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tony Danza, the real idiot. My heart, thoughts, and prayers go out to you guys. I know how it feels. I have technical problems because my cameraman doesn't want to shut up. I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I was on the website last night. I was looking at the those public service announcements, and I got bored. And for shits and giggles, I poured some hot coffee over Angela and Samantha. And then my daughter Rita came, was such a lovely girl, and hosed them off with cold water. I wanted to smack that bitch last night.
All right, Tony.
Very good, Tony.
No one to punch out.
That's right.
Punch out, Tony. Punch out.
Boys.
There he goes.
Bye,
Good job
Tony.
by Tony in New York City. Anthony,
Yeah.
it's time today for today's Tony Danza
Oh, great.
applause breaks.
I thought we were going to miss that today.
No, I think we're going to do some Tony Danza applause breaks.
I love this. We played this yesterday, and we got new ones for today. Tony Danza, aside from just being the worst talk show host ever, he milks the audience for applause, and the audience so giving, so wanting to please, just claps at anything, anything he does and says. Oh yeah, Tony.
They all put down their ho-hos so they could clap.
Yeah. They're all just housewives, suburban housewives. I'm going into, you can see them with their friends. Guess where I'm going, Sue? Guess where I'm going? The Tony Danza show. I got tickets. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to clap at everything.
They really are a bunch of fat, applauding hens.
Just seals.
Well, here's today's
Let's
Tony
listen.
Danza applause
I'm
break.
sure it's they're perfectly good reasons to start applauding.
This is all from one show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
One right after
Just
the other.
yesterday's show.
This is the beginning of one show.
We told the guys, how about you tape Tony Danza for a week and then give us the best applause breaks?
Yeah.
And then we realized, no, just tape one show and give us all the applause breaks.
One show.
There's like 5 of them from yesterday alone.
Listen to the drivel these
They're
people
pretty
applaud.
much applauding for no real reason.
No.
I'm on my way over, and I was walking down the street, and I ran into this teacher, the special ed teacher, this morning. She was getting off the bus, and she said to me, "Are you going to do your show?" And I went, "Yeah." It's like, so I just want to tell you how great I feel and how lucky I feel and how thankful I am, because it's just the greatest job you can imagine. I get up in the morning and come here. This is my job, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the company. I appreciate the guys, the staff, the people that work, Vitrini, everybody who's involved with the show. But most of all, I appreciate the audience. Whatever happens, you know, with the show to this point, I really appreciate that you've made it possible for me to be here.
There it is. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
If that isn't just asking, begging for applause, begging for applause, and didn't that sound like maybe he had gotten out of a meeting that said the show wasn't doing very well? If anything happens, you know, well, up to this point, it's been great. The audience.
But I hear it's getting good ratings.
Stop it.
You missed the key, by the way. You missed the key to that entire thing. Of who complimented him. A special ed teacher on the bus.
Yeah.
She deals with retards and she watches your show. What does that tell you, stupid?
It's like, wow, the teacher must have been looking going, wow, he's pretty functional. He's pretty functional for a blithering retard.
What a groveling ass.
Well, let's go to the next one here.
I got an award. I was honored at City Hall. It was in the council chambers. The controller, William Thompson, and Kendall Stewart and David Westburn, the councilman, and the Italian American Foundation. I got the Image Award. The
the Image Award.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Oh, and I had a great moment. You know, it's amazing. I mean, just
Stop it! Stop whining.
Oh my God. Just begging.
What an absolute dullard.
Here he's talking about a 92-year-old vet.
I met this guy last night. Here he is. Tommy Mottola, 95-year-old World War II veteran. Look at that, huh?
Yeah, that'll get the applause.
Lived on the road. Remember that guy? Yeah.
Quiet.
And that's not the Tommy Mottola from Sony either. That's another Tommy Mottola.
Isn't that funny?
I like when he throws in a joke.
Yeah.
He's good.
Every scene you could take and hang on the wall as a painting. It's beautiful. But the last scene is worth the price of admission.
And Kate Winslet's in that.
Kate Winslet and Dustin Hoffman, who's terrific. I think he's watching this morning. Morning, Dustin.
Get on the show.
So I told him, you know, I saw Hillary Clinton. I said hello to the senator. I said hello. I met Chelsea. I met her boyfriend Ian. I was out amongst them last night.
You never stop.
Yeah, he was out amongst them.
He was.
Cool.
I was out amongst them.
I love this guy. Ben Stiller was there and his wife Christine. Two of the nicest people in Hollywood. Really nice.
The nicest people in Hollywood, just name dropping. Do you think before the show he just sits down and goes, "What can I write down and say that people will applaud to?"
These are boring thoughts to have by yourself.
Not to share.
You should be sharing it with a national audience.
Jesus, can you have some structure to your monologue? I'm not saying you have to be a perfect polished host, but this guy, I mean, he's a beautiful person. Who gives a shit?
I went to one of those, what do they call them? A newspaper stand. And I went there and I gave the guy pieces of metal out of my pocket. They're coins. They're coins. And I was then able to take the paper and bring it with me without any trouble, you know, that I was taking it, because I had given him these metal tokens in trade almost for that what would I call it?
Paper.
A paper. For a paper. And, you know, and I walked away with the paper. Shut up!
Here's the break I'm waiting for him to have. So I got cancer in a prick. It's all the medical books. Stupid ass.
We got only 2 more today, thank God.
Speaking of cooking, there's a tomato shortage.
There is.
Tomatoes. Italians were like, first the flu shot, now tomatoes. I can see now a guy's got flu shots on this side and tomatoes on this side. Want to buy a tomato?
Flu shots on this side. Tomatoes.
And how, you know...
The tomatoes are Italian guy. Again, the laughing guinea buffoon. The laughing guinea stereotype buffoon. If you could translate that into black people, it would be some guy tap dancing just going, Lordy, Lord, there's a watermelon shortage. Let me tap dance, I'll do a little soft shoe, and hopefully they have some fried chicken.
Watermelons on this side, white girls on this side.
Yeah, let me tell you. Ooh, 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 the audience. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I can't believe there's a penny shortage. Oink, oink, oink. Pennies on this side, jewels on this side. Oink.
I can't believe there's a liquor shortage. Hey, liquor on this side, potatoes on that side.
I can't believe there's a T-cell shortage. T-cells on this side, a sick friend on that side.
He's the worst. Just a big bouncing guinea stereotype.
Oh, he really is a dope.
Tomatoes.
Italian with tomatoes.
Yeah.
You finished the thought at least? Italian tomatoes. ... Asshole.
Come on. That show cannot be doing well. They don't even have a big studio audience. You see when they pan the audience, the camera moves about an inch either way?
No, they have a big audience because we're trying to get tickets so we could do a little something.
It's because there's 10 seats in there. You can't get tickets.
And I think we're going to get tickets sometime in like January or February.
Yeah, I'm sure the show will be going
Yeah, the
strong.
show will still be on.
Yeah.
Sure it will.
All right, this guy wants to defend Tony Danza.
No, he doesn't.
All right.
Dan from Long Island, what's up?
What's up? I'm calling to defend Tony Danza a little bit. Not that I'm a big fan of that show, but if you guys had the opportunity to get $1 million, you'd be doing the same shit, defending, like, going out to Housewives.
No, you're right, dude. And you know what? That's the same way I defend people that smuggle child pornography and heroin. Because if you had a chance to make a little money, no, you're wrong. How about some fucking dignity?
Yeah, but how about, going back to the taxi, Tony Danza banged more chicks than any of us.
That's just
And he
it.
talks about
That's just it. It's like you go from the Tony Danza from Taxi, where you get this impression of him that maybe he was, some New York guy, just kind of, still had some street cred.
I don't think it's about the money either. I think this guy doesn't have to work another day in his life.
No, it's not about
true.
the money. It's about, he thinks he's charming. He's under the illusion that he's he's trying to be devil may care, and he's just making me physically ill.
He's just really bad at being a talk show host, is what it is. I don't have anything personal against Tony Danza. I find it very funny that he is so bad at this, yet they chose him to host a show. He's awful.
Chinese, SARS.
Chinese SARS on one side, wrapped up feet on the other. Bound feet, small penises.
Yeah, slave ship on one side, jerking you off while she cries on the other side. Yeah. Doesn't Tony
We now return you to the Tony Danza bit.
Doesn't Tony Danza have a CD out where he sings?
Yes, he does.
I've never heard any of
He
it.
sings like Regis, I think. He does that same type of music. That's another thing. You never thought Tony Danza was the old fuddy-duddy type, but I guess that's the safe thing to do.
Of course.
It's very safe. So he's jumped on board this
Yeah, let's do the last
Frank Sinatra
let's do
Regis
the last
thing.
applause break. It might not even be an applause break. It might be just a joke.
Yeah, I'm sure it's hysterical.
Can I at least look at the CD cover?
I'm trying to figure out what to play here.
Okay.
That's why we're playing the clip.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's hear another applause
Well,
break.
everybody
or
seems
joke.
to care about that Ashley Simpson has agita. I mean, let's be honest.
Agita.
What's agita?
Yeah, but I don't know if you know this. She lip sang. She ended up lip syncing a song, and they pushed the wrong button. By the way, that happened to me once on the Miss America pageant. I was supposed to sing the
Mr.
Miss
America?
America. Somebody pushed the wrong button, and some jingle came on, and I.
Oh.
But she said she had reflex, not reflux. Reflex.
She did not.
But anyway, I hope she feels better. I'd say
I don't
I
get
hope
it.
she feels better. I know. Yeah, because he has got to add the good, the good guy Tony. I hope she feels better.
One of those fat soccer mom pigs in the audience might not like the negativity if he doesn't say that.
Dear Tony, I did not like how you put down Ashley Simpson. I'm sorry, I got to be a nice guy. Ashley Simpson's ass on one side, diarrhea coming out of it on the other.
That poor girl has acid reflux, just like my husband, and sometimes he'll mount me and vomit in my face, and I don't appreciate it being made fun of.
Like a brundle fly, just puking acid vomit up on people.
I can only give you love that lasts forever.
Yeah, Tony.
and a promise to be near each time you call.
Quiet. Quiet.
And the only heart I own for you and you alone. That's all. That's all.
Shut up!
I
Shut
can
up!
only give you country walks in springtime and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light
Turn it off.
the winter night.
Yeah.
That's all.
Turn it off!
That's all. There are those I have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love that can.
Oh my God. All those rubes will buy that. That clip is so funny. That turn it off.
It's the funniest clip.
His little girl just getting pounded, and he's watching it. Turn it off!
Oh, he's probably hiding behind his hand.
Oh, he was. The clip is great because he's like shifting around in his seat at first, just going turn it off, trying to remain cool, and then by the end he's screaming turn it off, covering his eyes, but he can't look away.
Can I ask how? I don't know if you know this unpatriotic. Pennies from Heaven is on here, and God Bless America. I'd like to hear Tony's rendition of God Bless America.
The CD's not that bad.
Really? And your shirt is not that gay.
Oh.
It is bad.
This isn't a gay shirt. Relax.
It's gay.
No,
That's
it's not.
pretty bad that it's
Gap
Tony
shirt.
Danza doing it.
God bless. This CD is not that bad.
You're saying I have a gay shirt. That means you're saying Ann has a gay shirt.
I'm saying
I've accepted the fact that I'm wearing a gay shirt.
attaboy, Ant. That's the way it goes.
All right. I mean, compared to the Regis CD, this isn't that bad.
Little Tut.
Compared to a miscarriage, this is bad. This is horrible.
For what it is, it's not bad.
This is awful.
This is great. Listen to this. Little Celine Dion sounding instrumental. Steps up to the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Danza.
God bless America, land that I love.
This is so effective.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above.
This is horrible, and it's trying to capitalize on this fake
To
patriotism.
the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam.
Oh, shut up.
Home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet.
Can't hit him. Oh. No. Come on. Oh, just nicked the sax player. No.
Maybe Tony will sing this at the opening of the World Series.
You know he's just dreaming that that's going to happen. Like, someone will hear my version of this, and I'll be singing it all over the place.
From the mountains to the prairie.
You know what it needs?
To the ocean.
Drum solo.
White with foam.
Yeah! Yeah!
America, my home, sweet home.
Oh, hey, I got him.
About time.
Ugh.
It's not that. It's what it
It's
is.
awful. How would
It's
they even
a horrible version
How
of
would they
it.
introduce him at the World Series? You might recognize this man if you're over 300 pounds and has a husband who hasn't fucked you in 3 years. Might have been funny if I said and have a husband and not and has a husband.
Oops. What's up, George?
Awful.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty
Listen,
good.
Opie, I agree with you, man. It's not that horrible, but that last one, what does he think? He's going to be the next Ray Charles? That's going to be the opening of
Is
Super
that
Bowl?
That is
horrible?
what he's thinking. He puts together this thing thinking,
Look, it's you know what? For what it is, it's not that bad. You guys are trying to make something out of it. It's not
No,
that bad. I mean, the Regis CD is god awful. Okay,
That
the
total-
William Shatner CD is god awful.
That is god awful.
It's not. it's just whatever. It's just there.
God bless America. It's god awful.
Remember, I mean,
I wouldn't buy it or anything, but it's just there.
his people are all sitting in the studio going, Tony, this is going to be the one.
Oh, I know. See, that's
Ray
why it's
Charles.
bad. It's the whole background of it, and you know the things you know were happening during the recording session, and the behind the scenes that you just know. All his yes men.
It would have been a lot worse if you heard the
take.
Italian, accent and stuff while he was singing. But his
All right,
voice.
great take, Tony. Great take. No, we don't even need to do it again. That's going to be huge.
All right, let's say hi to Lee in Philly. What's up, Lee?
Hey, guys, I love the show, but let's lighten up on Tony Danza's shit, and let's get back to some real radio, tits and ass and lesbos and all that good stuff.
Yeah, because we don't throw enough of that in.
Well, we haven't.
No, not enough. But, I mean, if I want to hear about Tony Danza, I'll sit home and watch TV. I'd rather hear you guys bitch about fucking that hook-nosed Jew bastard.
Oh, you could not possibly watch it at home and be as funny as we are.
No, you're
watching it for you. We watch it for you.
All right.
Tony Danza, Jesus.
All right, I got you. We got your point.
We watch it so you don't have to.
Great White took their concert stuff and put it in a club and thought it was going to be
club
okay.
built of matches.
And
that's true.
That was a real tragedy, though, in Providence. So
yeah, and then
hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to those people.
That's right.
As Tony Danza would say.
Yeah, that Tony Danza show stinks, John. At least
I think Tony's a pretty likable guy. He's
but
doing
the show's awful.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's
yeah, we
watch it every day.
Every day after our show
because it's horrific.
Maybe the show's not for us, John.
Yeah, well, I think it's tailored to a different audience, if you know what I'm saying.
It's not about if he's a good guy or not. The show is just horrendous.
A lot of people are horrible bores that are nice guys, and he's just awful.
He should stick to what he does best.
What is that?
He sings okay. He acts pretty good, but to be a host of a talk show.
I don't like the fact that you snuck in. He sings okay.
Sings all right.
I wish I had ratings like that.
Yeah, I know. He's doing real well.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's incredible how well he's doing.
Look, the way I look at Tony Iommi is the way Opie looks at Tony Danza. It's just with that awe. You're a big fan of his music.
I'm not a big fan of his music,
Yes,
but
you are.
I'm a little more honest than you. That CD is not that bad. Would I go out and buy it? Of course not. But it's not that bad. Is it great? Of course not. Is it awful? It's not awful. It's just kind of there.
I'll tell you what's not that bad. U2 is not that bad. I'll listen to U2. And
Easy
not that
with
bad.
the U2.
But that's what I think when I hear U2.
U2, greatest band in the world.
They're not.
No. All right, I'm going to go to your partner in crime, Nathaniel. He's on the Tony Danza line.
Oh!
Let's go to Nathaniel. It's the same line, by the way. They film both shows at the same place.
Really?
Nathaniel.
Yes.
The line is forming for Tony Danza now?
Looks like it, yeah.
All right, and who do you have in front of you?
I have a lovely couple here.
A guy and a girl.
Yes.
How lovely... Hold on. You guys got to work with us a little bit. How lovely are they? Is she a mess?
That might have been kind of me.
Is she a mess?
No.
On the scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, good.
Now or...
Find me a mess.
Okay.
Are there any messes? We'll be nice to him. I want to find a mess, though.
All right. I mean, not really a mess, no.
Not really a mess?
No.
Give us a number, 1 to 10.
Aren't?
Now we're 20 years ago is what I'm saying.
20 years ago.
She's an old broad?
How about now?
Now.
4.
She's an older broad?
Yeah.
How old would you put
Above 50?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right.
She's above 50 and she's a 4?
Yeah. Maybe a 6.
Well, to a youngster like him.
And she's with her husband?
Yeah.
You guys want to talk to her?
Can they hear you?
Sort of wandering.
They have no idea that you're talking about them, though, right?
Hopefully not.
All right, put her on.
Yeah, let's put the old bag on.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
All right, here you go.
That'd be bad.
All right.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey.
how are you?
Fine. How are you?
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
And who are you voting for today?
I voted for Bush.
And why did you vote for Bush?
I just feel the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. We're in the middle of a crisis, and you don't want to change hands in the middle of a crisis.
Change hands.
Did that
yeah.
Did that Osama bin Laden tape influence your vote?
Absolutely not. It didn't make any difference.
Is it an
to me.
absolute if you have to think about it?
I think that if it did sway your vote, you're wrong. Because if you let that man control your mind,
He has
Then-
mind control now. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I read about that.
You watch TV good.
I read about
You
that.
good. You're a good TV watcher.
I work 12 hours a day. I only read.
Quiet.
And
Yeah.
I make up my own mind.
Shut up! Shut up!
I have three
Exactly.
daughters. I had 3 daughters.
Stop
who are
whining.
Harry, and I'm encouraging them all to vote.
Stop it!
How old are they?
I have an 18-year-old.
Oh wow, how hot is she?
21-year-old.
Yeah.
She's adorable. And they're all
Nice.
beautiful. 21 and 23.
Wow.
They're all gorgeous.
Congratulations to you.
Whoa.
Any
Get her used to the
How
Danza
old?
clapping.
Excuse me. How not to,
any unwanted pregnancy so far?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
not to
good
be,
thing.
not
But
to be
we love
personal.
babies and dogs. You know what? I'm a free spirit. I've always been. I'm a flower child.
Not to be personal, but are you over the age of 65?
No.
We told Danny to get somebody, Nathaniel to get somebody who was over the age of 65.
Well, I'm gonna throw my bag at him if he thinks I'm over 65.
Well, we told them to find someone over 65 because we're trying to see.
We want to know how the senior citizens are voting.
Here,
And
oh, then you want my boyfriend.
How old is he?
He's.
Do you look? You must look 65 if he handed you the phone.
My
I don't really
God.
understand
I
this.
look awesome. Are you kidding me?
Oh no
Here,
disrespect
ask this
intended.
lady.
we told him find the oldest woman online.
Goodbye. Have a great day.
You too.
You too. Enjoy Tony Danza.
Oh, thanks. I don't even know who he is. Like I said, I work every day. I've never seen the show.
So why the hell are you going to see it?
Oh, it's a happening, you know. It's a reason for a day off. Last week I was in Italy. This week, Tony Danza.
If you want to know who Tony Danza is, picture any cast member of The Sopranos with Down syndrome.
I love it. What a visual. Goodbye.
All right, there she
Bye.
goes. Yeah, bye. We have to say hi to Lady Di. What's up, Lady Di?
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Look at her all hungover.
All right, hold on one second. We're jumping all over the place. Chris from Buffalo, real fast, go.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey, Aunt, you got to get one of these fat pigs on the line and do Tony and tell her they won tickets to something.
Oh, my
Or they're going to
God.
bring her on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Or do something. Screw them.
See, I thought the guy might have a good idea. Let's see if they'll buy your Tony Danza impression. Hello.
Hello,
Who's this?
Nathaniel.
Oh, what's up, buddy? What do you got?
I got Deborah in the Tony Danza line.
Oh, is she a big Tony Danza fan?
Huge fan.
All right.
Is she a fatty?
I'm sorry?
Is she a fatty?
Not really.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to her.
All right. Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, Deborah.
Hi.
Hi, it's Tony Danza, Deborah.
Hi, how are you, Tony?
Real good. I hear you waiting to get in on my show.
I can't wait.
You can't wait, huh?
I'm
Hey,
here with my little friend Leslie, and it's her birthday today.
Leslie, how old is she today?
Oh, I don't think she wants me to tell you that.
Oh, come on.
How old are you today, Leslie? She said 39.
39.
You can be the judge.
Hey, happy birthday, huh? Happy birthday. Hey, my thoughts and prayers are with her on this fine birthday for her.
Tony, you know who I thought you should have been for Halloween?
Who?
I thought you should have been Sammy Davis because I watched the tape when you did the tribute to Sammy Davis. Remember your tap dance?
Oh, of course. I love hoofing like Sammy.
I know, but I thought you should have been him for Halloween.
Well, I went with the Spider-Man. Did you see?
I didn't like that.
I didn't like it either. I needed an apron to cover that up. You know what I'm talking about, huh?
I know what you're talking
Hey,
about.
Tony Danza junk hanging out all over the place.
No, that was not for anybody to see.
No, not for public consumption, huh?
No, I don't like those outfits.
Needed a dressing room just for my car.
I didn't hear you. A bus just went by.
Yeah, the bus went by. Good thing, huh?
Perfect timing, thank God.
So what do you like about my show?
I think you're very real. I think you're very fresh. I think you're just...
Wait till you see how fresh I can be.
Oh, no. I think you're very wonderful. You're gracious to your guests. You're gracious to us that are watching you at home.
Hey, thank you so much. I want to tell you something, Deborah. We are gonna... Do you know where you're sitting for the audience?
No, I don't. Well, we have VIP tickets, so I don't know what that means. My husband's friend got them for us.
Well, let me tell you what that means. You are going to be in the front row, and I'm going to come over during the show and talk to you.
Okay.
You're going to be on. You're going to be on television, and I'm going to, talk a little bit about the news, maybe the election. Who'd you vote for?
I didn't vote yet. I'm voting after I leave you.
And who you going to vote for?
I'm not quite sure.
How about vote for Tony? You know, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Would I be able to get a picture with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I actually want to pull my mule out, put it on your shoulder, and take a picture like that.
Pull your what out?
My mule.
A mule?
A mule. You know how I ride up on different things every time?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have a mule.
You know what I would
big
rather
mule
you do?
right in your face. My mule.
You know what I would rather you do when you open the show? I'd rather you open it up with a song.
Oh, you like when I sing?
I think you should do what you do best.
And what's that? I have no clue.
When we were at Regis, I bought my CD in, and you said, being I was the only person that had your CD in the audience, you came over and you signed it. And I think that's how you should open the show, rather than do the silly stuff.
Oh, you don't like the silly stuff?
No, I like that you honored your father when you came in on the garbage truck.
Hey, well, thoughts and prayers, you know?
Right. I like everything that's, like, sentimental and everything. It's
Yeah, sentimental, like my mule.
Like the stilts, you made me very nervous.
Oh, you didn't like the stilts? It was kind of dangerous, wasn't it?
No, because...
Danger is my middle name.
Yeah, well, you have to be careful. Hello?
Hey, I'm so happy that you're coming on the show.
I am too.
Could you describe yourself so I know what you look like when I walk up to you?
Okay, I have blonde hair, brown eyes.
Yeah.
I have on a...
Angela.
I have on, like, an Argyle sweater, black,
that
with
off.
different colors in it.
Yeah.
And I have my friend Leslie with me, and she has short blonde hair.
How many? Well, what do you look like as far your body wise, so I could distinguish you from other blondes?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Oh, you're hot, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, you
I
know,
have to hang up.
how would you like to go out with me tonight?
I would love to.
You want to go out with Tony?
I would love
Tony and my mule.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, do you take it up the ass?
Goodbye.
Hey, Deborah. Deborah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Enjoy the show. Hello?
What? Nathaniel.
Yes, I am walking away fast.
What happened? What happened at the end there?
She looks at me and goes, he was nasty at the end.
She still thinks it was Tony?
I think so.
Oh God, that was awful.
Yeah. I'm so uncomfortable.
How is she going to look at him now in that show? Also, she just gets up and belts him in the face for no reason. All right, great job, buddy. Thanks. Try to find one more person that wants to talk to Tony Danza, okay?
They're going in right now.
Oh, really? That might be it for today. All right, thank you. You guys did a great job out there.
All right, thanks, man.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
she
God.
bought it. All right.
Oh, my God.
Take it off the end.
Poor woman just crushed her image of the man she loves.
Nathaniel.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Not much. I have Doreen waiting in the Tony Danza line.
Oh, my God. Are we going to go to the well twice?
Yes.
Why not?
Let's
We always
see if
have
we
the
can-
first one to remember.
Let's see if we could get her to do
All right, let's talk to her.
All right, just a second.
What's her name?
Doreen.
Doreen.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, Doreen.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who this is?
I don't know. Not Howard Stern, I hope. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Howard Stern. How you doing, honey?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Hey, you waiting on the Tony Danza line?
Yes.
Yeah, what are you going to do there?
We're going to watch Tony Danza film show.
Why didn't you come down to my studio, honey?
Where's your studio?
I'll strip your ass and throw baloney at you.
Are you going to have an X-rated radio show?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't listen to X-rated radio shows.
I don't know. She wasn't buying.
Doreen, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. See, we went to the well.
No. Here's the problem.
She wasn't going to buy the.
He's got to say it's Tony.
Yeah, he's got to say who it is.
You gotta put him back on.
Yeah, and Nathaniel.
Yeah.
You're ruining the bit. You got to tell people that we got Tony Danza on the phone and that you're like working for the show.
The only problem is there's a bunch of people with clipboards and headsets, which are ruining the illusion for me. That are like right next to me as I talk to these people.
Oh.
So
What, people from the show?
yeah, they might call my bluff pretty easily.
So whisper it to the person. Tell them it's a contest and whisper it.
All right.
You want to give it another try?
Put me on hold.
All right, we'll put him on hold, see if he's got anything. Okay.
See if we could get that going, because I would love to have somebody run out onto the stage.
I know,
at
we
the
got an
Tony
idea.
Danza
That's
show.
why we went back to the well. We probably shouldn't have, but we have an idea that
it's just
could be really funny.
If it worked, it would be the funniest thing that's ever happened, ever.
You know, most of our listeners don't watch the Tony Danza show. We should tell them for Halloween, Tony Danza came out in a Spider-Man outfit with no underwear on, and his freaking mule was on display. And the cameraman, every time the shot of Tony hit the screen and where you could see his crotch, the cameraman was slowly moving the shot upwards.
Slowly, like, zoomed in on Tony so that his crotch would be out of the picture, but it was done so slowly as to not make you think, oh my God, even the camera has to, make these moves to keep us from seeing Tony's mule.
Yeah.
And they couldn't disguise it. They had the full shot of him when he came out in his Halloween costume. Look, I'm Spider-Man. And it was just this huge Tony Danza Italian pecker right through his Spider-Man costume.
Hanging to the left.
Hanging there. And he even talked about it. He goes, I sure could use an apron.
And then wasn't he using the mask or something to try to cover up his crotch?
Then he took the Spider-Man mask off his head. And surprise, it's Tony, and then he's holding the mask over his crotch. So you don't see just this huge Tony Danza mule.
It didn't work, though. His cock got so much camera time, they gave it a SAG card. That big, delicious lump.
My Italian sausage.
All right, why don't we play some Tony Danza outtakes?
Yes,
here,
please.
Anthony? This is exclusive to the O&A show.
What are these from?
We can't say, but it was.
But what is it?
It was kind of dropped off to us at the front door this morning. We
lovely.
love Tony Danza. We can't
do?
get enough of his stupid TV show. It's the worst show on TV, but it makes us laugh, right?
Yes, it does.
All right, and I guess you got to do the promos for the show and stuff.
Oh, they're promos for his show.
Yeah, and these are Danza promo outtakes.
All right,
let's listen to the first one.
Yeah, I think she's taller without them. It was kind of.
All right, quiet, please, everybody. Here we go. There will be applause at the end of this one.
Okay.
Of course.
On the next, I haven't seen this. Here we go. On the next Tony Danza show, she's been called the next big thing. She's been on the IT list. Now she'll be here live from the hit series The OC, Misha Barton. Then his latest album is taking him back to Motown. Grammy winner Michael McDonald will perform for us. Plus a reunion with my leading lady from Taxi, Mary Lou Henner. And in our kitchen, 3 lucky viewers teach us their homemade manicotti pie.
Oh my God, he almost got through it.
Oh.
That's the one word he shouldn't have had a problem with.
Yeah, it's the one Dago word in there.
No, but I see it and I couldn't read it.
Here we go. Quiet, please. Here we go. Ready, relax.
Right from the beginning. You believe this? Manicotti pie. Manicotti. On the next Tony Danza show, she's been called the next big thing. She's been on the IT list. Now she'll be here live from the hit series The OC, Misha Barton. Then his latest album is taking him back to Motown. Grammy winner Michael McDonald will perform for us. Plus, I got to do it over. Give me that thing. I'm talking about.
You're gonna curse?
I know. I said quick. Here we go. All right.
Quiet, please. Quiet.
This is not easy. On the next Tony Danza show, she's been called the next big thing. She's been on the IT list. Now she'll be here live from the hit series The OC, Misha Barton. Then his latest album is taking him back to Motown. Grammy winner Michael McDonald will perform for us. Plus a reunion with my leading lady from Taxi, Mary Lou Henner. And in our kitchen, 3 lucky viewers teach us their homemade manicotti pie. I can't say that. Manicotti.
Tony flubbed again.
Pie. It's manicotti. I would never said manicotti. Yeah.
Oh.
And in our kitchen, 3. I get this. And in our kitchen, 3 lucky viewers teach us their homemade manicotti. I can't even say it. So stupid.
Crazy.
The famous manicotti. The recipe for manicotti. Yeah, you can't. For an Italian guy, you don't know nothing. All right.
Quiet, please.
And in our kitchen, 3 lucky viewers teach us how to. No.
Oh, now it's getting uncomfortable.
Now it's really getting uncomfortable.
Teach us their recipe for manicotti. How's that? That sounds like me. Okay, I got it. And And in our kitchen, 3 lucky viewers teach us their recipe for manigot. Bring your appetite, and please don't miss the next Tony Danza show.
You fucking muttering prick.
What? Chris, do me. This Chris writes them. Chris writes them. Just read them once yourself. See how they don't work.
Oh, getting a little angry.
Manicotti recipe.
Wow. Why, I got it right the first time. In the frozen fjords. We got to bring that out one day. Those are outtakes.
I don't know where that is.
We don't?
No, we don't have any of that stuff. Rick took all of it. The guy we gave a huge break to took all our stuff.
You mean we have to buy it off of eBay?
Probably. We don't have any of that stuff.
Rick took that?
He took everything. He thought it was his. He was
can
working
understand
for our
if it was
show. He moves on to do another radio
hubcaps
show.
on our car,
and he took everything.
Wait, who was that promo? That was reading for peas, right? That was Orson Welles reading for peas.
Yeah, that was our stuff.
Orson Welles has hamburger ones, peas. He was selling everything. Fish sticks.
We got to get that.
Fish sticks.
You want to hear another?
With the crisp crumb coating. Crisp crumb. It doesn't work. It doesn't roll off the tongue. Who wrote this?
Did he say it's a crisp crumb coating?
Crispy crumb coating.
Crispy crumb coating.
Crispy crumb coating.
Do you want to hear another one?
Oh, yeah, let's. Oh, of course, the inimitable Tony Danza.
On the next Tony Danza show, this popular comedian had her own smash hit talk show for years. Now she's back in a rare TV interview right here with me, the always fun Queen of Nice, Rosie O'Donnell. Then the world has loved his golden voice for over 40 years. The legend himself, Tony Bennett, will perform for us live. Also, we'll meet the enthusiastic host of Trading Spaces, Paige Davis. Plus, in our kitchen, a teacher from the New York City school system. Is that no? No, they just made that up, huh?
He's not familiar with the school system.
I could go right from there. Plus, in our kitchen, a teacher from New York City shares her recipe for chicken what is it?
Spadini.
Well, look at that, how that's
bad
spelled.
on the Dago word.
Spadini.
He's a
Spadini.
He's a fake wop.
Yeah.
And then he writes, sounds delicious. Okay, ready?
Quiet, please. Here we go. Quiet.
Plus, in our kitchen, a teacher from New York City shares her recipe for chicken spadini. I can't say the words.
No, you said it.
It's hard. It's my, Okay. Where's she teach? That's what I want to know. You don't know?
Who cares?
I know, but that's what I mean. It's so general that it doesn't, you know what I mean? That's what I mean, Chris. I wish that we knew that so I could say okay. Plus, in our kitchen, a teacher from New York City shares her recipe for chicken spadini. Sounds delicious. So please, don't miss the next Tony Danza show.
Yay!
Yeah, he got through it.
He mumbled through it.
He got through it.
I found out something. I realize now, I just got to keep making mistakes. Then when I get it right, you really clap.
Yeah. And joining us, the Queen of Dykes, Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, did I say Dykes? Yeah.
You want to do one more here? There's
She's
a lot
going to
of
be
them.
in the kitchen eating a pussy. That's what,
One more?
Sure.
Quiet, please. Here we go. No applause on this. No applause.
No applause. Oh.
One of today's most sought-after young actresses will be here live from the OC. Misha, one more time. One more time.
What?
One of today's most sought-after young actresses will be here live from the OC. Misha Barton. She's not my leading lady, Chris. That's the problem. She's my co-star, right? Co-star, huh?
Co-star, old friend, whatever.
Yeah, my old friend and co-star. Okay, I'll do that.
What?
Then my old friend and co-star from Taxi, Mary Lou Henner. Grammy winner also. Also, Grammy winner Michael McDonald performs live. Plus, in our kitchen, I'll make manigot with a few lucky viewers.
Oh, they made him
She had
do
her
it
own
in
smash hit talk show
sections.
for years. Now
Yeah.
she's back in a rare TV. The show's easy. This is hard. She had, ready? She had her own smash hit talk show for years. Now she's back in a rare TV interview right here with me, Rosie O'Donnell. Then performing live, the legend himself, Tony Bennett. Also the host of Trading Spaces, Paige Davis. Plus, in our kitchen, a lucky viewer makes chicken spadini. Then from the hit Desperate Housewives, the hit series, isn't it?
Direct from my Spider-Man costume, my car.
I think. Okay. Then from the big hit series Desperate Housewives, Jesse Metcalf.
How many do they make?
Misha Barton on the next Tony Danza show.
I'm busy.
Well,
Rosie O'Donnell on the next Tony Danza show.
See, they realize he can't do it all at once.
Right, all at
they're
once,
doing
so they have them piece it together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
hey.
We got one more short
Oh,
one.
this is ponderous.
Ponderous, effing ponderous.
There's going to be applause at the end of this one, folks. Here we go. Quiet.
Live on the next Tony Danza show.
Yay!
On the next Tony Danza show. Next Tony Danza show.
Oh, God damn. They're making a piece the whole thing together. Wow.
Next Tony Danza show.
Right.
Next Tony Danza,
Danza
show.
show.
Next Tony Danza show.
Well, Anthony, we got Sex Bagel on the line. We don't want to say where he is because it could ruin what we're about to do.
What's his name? It's not up there.
Sex Bagel. He works for us.
Who?
Eric. He works on the show.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, you know Eric.
I didn't know. It's not up on the board.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I have a lady right here. Not only is she a huge Tony Danza fan, she was telling me that she used to be on the Family Feud. And back in when? 1993. Did you score big?
We did 5 shows and we won over $18,000.
They won over $18,000 on the Family Feud.
Wow, that's wonderful. Did you tell her that we're thinking about putting her on the Tony Danza show today?
Yes, I did, and they're all excited. Her and her family's right here, and they're just waiting to speak to Tony.
All right, and where is she from?
I'm sorry, where are you from?
We are from New Jersey, Surgeonsville.
They're from Surgeonsville, New Jersey.
All right, and what's her name?
Her name is Joan. I'm going to give her the phone right now, and just get Tony ready, and he'll have
Tony character.
All right, let's get Joan on the phone here.
Okay, here's Joan.
Here?
Yeah, he's right on the phone.
Hello, Tony.
Hey, Joan, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. We can't wait to come inside and see you in person.
Well, I can't wait to have you on the show.
Thank you. I mean, we watch it every day. We love it. I especially like the food, particularly.
Oh, you like the cooking segments?
I do. I like the BS food segments.
Well, you know, I love to cook. Being Italian, you know, I cook a lot at home.
Uh-huh.
And my kids, they get involved, and I think it's something a lot of people like, you know?
Oh, you know what? I have a great recipe for spaghetti and clams, the white sauce.
Spaghetti and clams, that's my favorite.
Well, you know what? I'll send you the recipe.
You got a fantastic recipe for that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You know something? Hey, one day I would love to have you maybe come on the show as a listener cooking segment or a viewer cooking segment. Oops. And
I would love to.
And we could have you cook your special.
Wonderful. Actually, you know, if you ever come over to New Jersey, you can come out to Surgeonsville. We live way out in the country, and it's a beautiful area close to the Delaware River.
Oh, you have a nice place out there?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, we'll cook you spaghetti and clams first. You might as well taste it before it's aired.
Yeah, I should taste it first. I like taking a little taste before I dip in, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how long you been a fan? You remember me from Taxi?
I'm sorry, Tony, I couldn't understand that.
Hey, you remember me from my old days in Taxi?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We've been following your career. I know that you do
That's gonna stop.
shows in Atlantic City. We're about 2 hours away from Atlantic City.
Oh, 2 hours. So you go there a lot?
Say that again?
So you go to Atlantic City a lot?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I love going there to gambling, whores, yeah.
It's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
You'll get on the big loser bus and take that down there?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's great. Are you going to be in Atlantic City soon?
Well, yeah, you know, I got my album, so I like to sing, and I go down there to Tropicana, and I get up there, and, I whine, and the Rubes give me money. It's fantastic.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I have a cousin who happens to own a condo right on the boardwalk at the end of the casinos, and it is just fabulous to go and visit him.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes.
You know something?
What?
You sound like a big Tony Danza fan.
I am the biggest Tony Danza fan.
So I want to do something a little special for you.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Here it comes, kids. Hold on to your hats.
Okay.
I need a little relaxation before the show. You know, it's a stressful situation being out there. I'm kind of new to the talk show thing. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm thinking I could use a little company in the dressing room.
Oh, my goodness.
How would you like to come backstage and hang out with me while I get ready for the show?
I would love it. I would love it. Do I bring my family? Me.
Excuse me?
Just me, or do I bring the 3 people I came with?
Well, who do you have with you?
My husband is here, and 2 friends, Karen and Phyllis.
Your husband's there?
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you see where this is going? I can. Now, I'd like you, you know something? Bring the whole family with you.
Oh,
backstage to hang out with me before the show, because I need to relax a little bit.
Okay, great. That's great. Well, you are just so special to say that. Thank you so very much.
I love being special. And you know what relaxes me?
What's that? I love to relax with you.
Strap in, kids. You know what relaxes me backstage?
Excuse me?
You know what relaxes me backstage in my dressing room?
Sure.
A nice fucking blowjob.
Oh, my. I'm sorry, I missed that on the phone.
No, you didn't.
Should I?
Tony likes having his hog sucked before I gotta placate to the rubes out there. I would never use a word like placate. What am I, insane? Before I entertain all the rubes out there in my audience.
Oh, okay.
I like blowing a load on someone's face, and you seem like that person.
Okay. Should I give this phone to Eric so he knows what's going on?
You better give it to him so he can run as fast as he can away from your husband when you tell him the news that you'll be backstage sucking Tony Danza's cock.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I heard what you said. I'm going backstage, Eric.
Okay.
Okay, here. I'm going to give you to Eric so you can tell him what's going on.
Fantastic.
Okay. See you soon, Tony, and thank you so much.
You certainly will.
All right, I will come back right out and I'll have a...
Hey, run, Eric, run.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, you can come home.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe is she telling her husband right now?
That what? I'm sorry?
Is she telling her husband right now?
Oh, my God, they're jumping up and down.
I think she was so starstruck she had no clue what I was saying.
Eric, ask her if she understands what's going on.
All right, hold on. Let me move back. They're moving the line in. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
You're getting killed.
John, they just wanted me to ask you guys understand what's going on and everything, right, about what he said? About the backstage and all that?
Just be there.
Just be there? Yes, she understands.
Does she
Okay.
Does she understand what she has to do to Tony, though?
You understand what you have to do for Tony, right? She doesn't. She was having trouble hearing. She just said to tell her if again what. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
All right. What does Tony want her to do?
I think that Tony should tell her.
Maybe Tony should tell her.
Yeah, Tony should tell her.
Tony wants to tell her? Okay, hold on. Yeah, Tony loves you. He can't get enough of you.
Okay, I'm going to try to hear out here.
All right, Joan, you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Look, I need you to come backstage before the show and give Tony Danza, myself, some oral favors.
Some oral favors? Is that what you said? What
you,
did you say?
You heard me right, honey.
Party favors?
No, not party favors. I need oral treats before the show to get me loosened up. And I pick a broad online. Every day, Eric finds a broad that could give me oral favors.
Eric is telling me I have to blow out those party favor things.
No, he's saying a blowjob.
Yeah.
I know what I understand what you're saying.
Do you get it now?
I get it now.
Joan Jones, suck on my bone.
And you're not going to put this on television saying that?
No. The Tony Danza on TV's got to be all nice.
Oh,
the one backstage makes you choke.
She can't hear me.
No.
She can't hear me
No,
right now.
not yet.
Get her to run up on stage during the show.
All righty.
All right.
There's two Tony Danzas.
Also, I'm going to introduce you during the show.
Okay, hon. That's
So actually, I can't say your name.
That's
but,
all right.
But right after I say extravaganza, I want you to run up on stage and join me.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. I need a big hug from you.
Okay.
Right after I say extravaganza,
Yes.
in the audience, everyone yells it out for the big prize money.
Yes.
And I'm going to present you with
Uh-huh.
with $10,000 for helping me out.
Oh, you're kidding.
So all you got to do right after extravaganza.
I run up just as though, no one introduces me, so I just look like...
No, you're going to look like a crazed fan, but I'm going to put my arms around you. I'm going to introduce you to the crowd.
Okay.
And, it's for, Disney, the Visa, and extravaganza.
Okay, I can do that.
And don't you can tell you can tell your family and stuff, but we want to keep it secret from the audience.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
All right, Joan.
I will not be shy.
And I'll see you right after the show.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Take care.
Thank you, Joan.
It's my pleasure.
No, my pleasure.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Eric.
Give the phone to Eric.
Okay.
All right, Eric, here's the deal. You got to, convince her. So tell her, you know what you have to do when Tony says extravaganza. Extravaganza. She has to run from the crowd and run on stage and hug Tony. And if she does that, she gets $10,000. But she can't tell anyone it's happening.
She's got to wait 5 seconds for the graphics to show. She's got to wait 5
Well,
seconds.
no, by the time she gets up there.
Back
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
Eric, try to sell that. All right, and then get out of there.
All right.
Be as serious as possible, and no one is supposed to know. Tell her.
Okay.
It's a new bit.
But don't make it like too much of a secret where she's going to be onto it.
Yeah.
Just reinforce what I said. That's all.
All right.
And Tony approved this, right?
Of course Tony did.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
They're just reiterating to me, you know what to do during the extravaganza when the graphic comes up? Because he loves giving away other people's money. You know that, right? So when he does extravaganza, graphics go up, and she's up there doing the Plinko thing. You know what to do, right? You go up there and give him... And Tony's cool with it? And she's all excited.
All right, great.
Okay?
All right, thank you, Eric.
You go inside, you warm up, and you have a good time at the show, and we're going to get you backstage, all right? Okay, we're good.
All right, thank you, Eric. We'll see you in a little while.
Bye.
Holy ass, that's...
Oh, if I'm watching that later and this broad does this, I'm going to crap myself.
That's just too easy.
I will crap myself. They just are so thrilled to death that they are talking with Tony Danza that he can say anything to these people. Anything.
All right.
Oh, that was so funny.
Oh, please, God, let that work.
Greg from Bloomfield, oh man, you jerk-offs are going to force me to watch that fucking Tony Danza show now. Well, I hope it works. It's an experiment. We'll see.
It will eventually.
Eventually, it will work. Yeah.
Absolutely. If we have to send the intern out with a Tony Danza shirt, we have to have a Tony Danza shirt made.
Who doesn't want one?
Well, I'd like one too.
One with him in a Spider-Man suit with that luscious hog.
That was funny.
All right, well.
Wrap in.
That was great,
Here
dude.
it comes.
That was really good. Another successful Tony Danza phone call.
Can't lose. They love Tony.
Why don't we play the Tony Danza thing from yesterday?
Tony Danza?
The Tony Danza thing from yesterday.
Yes, another rube.
We got another rube online to go into the Tony Danza show. She was getting ready to go in, and we put Anthony on the phone as Tony Danza, and it got very interesting. A lot of people saying this one was better than the first one.
Well, I don't think she wanted to accept that her beloved Tony Danza would speak to her in such a way.
Oh, and they do love Tony. That was from yesterday, and we have an update. Unfortunately, the lady, the fat Midwestern rube, didn't run onto the stage. A lot of people want to know if she went through with it.
No, we watched the show, and then we saw her sitting. Eric identified her.
That's
on
the best
TV
part of that
screen.
thing is Eric comes in and goes, "That's the lady that you messed with today," and you see her in the audience.
And she was right above Tony's shoulder for like the entire beginning of the show.
You could tell she was kind of thinking about it, but then she wasn't sure. And
she's sitting there with the biggest, dopiest smile.
Right.
This big, dopey mom pink sweater on with a big turtleneck on it. Her hair freshly done at the parlor. She just looked awful. Those old ladies that have their hair done at the parlor. My grandmother used to do that. she'd come around and she had a great kazoo helmet from the Flintstones, and that was her hair. It was like a big white great kazoo helmet, and she would spray it with the hairspray, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was her. Her hair was done.
It looked like cotton candy.
Big cotton candy
I
head.
know exactly what you're talking about. And
she
some of the
would,
women, they give it a little blue tint. And it just looks like cotton candy.
And some women, you could see right through it. It's like all so thin, but they puff it up so high you could look right through it.
Yeah.
And then she would go. She'd come over and go, "What do you think of my hair?" I'm like, what? Well, I just got back from the parlor. And it looked exactly the same as it did last time we saw it. So I don't know what they were doing over there, but old ladies love doing that. They pile that hair up in a big mound and just lacquer it, and it's a helmet. Just put the football guard in front of it. They ought to do that. Just attach a football guard onto it.
Oh, that's classic.
Face guard.
Well, so we were not successful as far as bringing that little bit to the next level.
No, it'll happen one of these days. I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah, well.
I'm sure some sucker's going to get up and run right for Tony, and Tony will probably, his boxing instincts will kick in, and he'll punch her right in the face.
That could be very interesting.
It'll be a sweeper on the show. Brian from Jersey. A-list celebrities, perhaps someone should let DC know what happens when O&A books such film legends as Michael Winslow to the program. Do you remember that one? We had Michael Winslow, who was the black guy who made the sound effects with his mouth on the Police Academy movies.
Yeah, that was funny for 2 minutes.
Ooh. I have never seen anyone flee a studio as quickly as he did. He was he left with fear.
He left with sound effects.
Yeah. Yeah, he went
He was sitting on the couch waiting to come on the show. And I think we were doing Sex for Sam on one of those crazy things.
It was a Sex for Sam day.
Was it? And all of a sudden we're like, all right, well, why don't we take a break from the Sex for Sam and talk to Michael Winslow? And
on the list was having sex in front of a celebrity.
All right.
Was worth 20 points or something. It was a big point value. So when he came in, they assumed he was a celebrity, and the couple started having sex right in front of Michael Winslow. We didn't know, but he had found religion or something.
I don't know.
He was horrified.
He didn't even say goodbye. He just ran.
A couple walked up to him. He's just sitting. Now imagine you're sitting there waiting to be on a show that you have no idea what this show is about. You're sitting waiting.
We don't even know what this show's about.
Yeah. And a couple comes running out of the studio. The guy rips the girl's pants down and shoves it in her ass right in front of you. What? He got up and ran.
What a dumb... That's a show you want to be on.
Right. That's the show you want to be on, but he fled. He was petrified. He made the sound effects.
Same with Tony Danza.
Tony Danza?
Tony Danza was doing an interview upstairs with the AM station Wins, and
all news.
And our producer got him to come on the show, and he opened the door, and he was all happy and being Tony Danza-like.
How you doing?
Hey! And then he realized within seconds it was the wrong place to be, and he just
I love the Opie and Andy show.
Right.
Anthony.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony, yeah.
Anthony. And then, he just turned around and walked out on us.
Oh, yeah.
And then Anthony Michael Hall just didn't show up because he found out what we were about, I guess.
Well, it was right after the Sex for Sam.
Yeah, the day after Sex for Sam. What a pussy. Didn't want to come on the air with us.
Yeah.
And then there's been many of them.
Mm-hmm.
We get the sons of famous people. Tom Hanks' son is a huge fan of the show.
Oh, remember that?
He gets bootleg copies of our shows and our bits sent to him in California.
Yeah.
And I think he also hangs in Jersey a little bit from time to time, so we had him on. That was
Not
cool.
Tom Hanks.
Not Tom Hanks. We spent the whole interview trying to find out about his father, because that's the closest we'll get to Tom Hanks.
Huge megastar Tom Hanks.
And we're talking to his son.
Yeah.
Oh, you always get there's kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids.
It's not a bad idea. We should start something where if you're a kid of a famous person, call our show.
Oh.
All right, a little surprise for everybody. Haven't done this in a while. Right?
No, we haven't.
And we can't tell you what it is because we want to get it done before anyone gets in trouble, right?
We've done it in the past.
So let's go to Sex Bagel out on the streets of New York City. Sex Bagel!
Hey guys, I'm out here in the cold pouring rain with a bunch of Tony Danza fans here. And, we have Tina from Philadelphia, who is a massive Tony Danza fan. She would love nothing more to speak to Tony.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. I think Tony Danza's ready here.
Yes,
Hello?
Hello?
I think we're ready for Tina.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Hello?
Tina.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Tina?
Good. We love you so much. There's 8 of us. We came all the way from Philadelphia to see you.
Philadelphia. Hey,
Grandmother came.
hey, you know I'm doing very well in Philadelphia.
That's great.
The show taking off.
Getting married. I am so very excited. I went to hear your CD. I wanted to purchase one.
Oh, you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I loved singing for so many years, and you know, God bless, I've been able to pursue that now and put out a CD.
Oh, that's great. I was a big fan of Who's the Boss.
Oh, Who's the Boss? And of course that other show I was on.
But I still love you. You're so hottie.
Oh, hey, does that mean Tony might get lucky?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, you can't wait to come into the show,
right?
And see how you think I'm doing as a talk show host?
Huh?
How do you think I'm doing as a talk show host?
You're doing good. You're doing great.
Oh yeah, I don't look like a complete buffoon up there.
No, not at all. Not
you know,
at all.
because I'm pretty stupid.
But you're funny. You're funny. It's a great show.
Hey, you watch the reruns of Taxi?
Huh?
You watch the reruns of Taxi?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
When I was a young guy, you know, my mule was all hard. Yeah.
Definitely.
And that the little guy with
the little guy on Taxi. The little guy on the Taxi.
Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Danny DeVito, a good friend of mine, Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to make us laugh so much. He'd come in and after a night out banging whores, he'd go, "Smell my finger." Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, a little too risque, I understand, but and then the guy that would fix the cars.
Fix the car. The guy who fixed the car.
Latka. Yeah, you know, I kind of forget. I'm getting old in my old age.
Latka, yes.
Latka. You know, he would come in after banging bros and say, "Smell my mule." Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, though. I'm so excited to see you.
You know, it's like Dr. Phil says. You know, when you give something up, you got to replace it with something else.
Right.
You know,
right.
You understand that, right?
Oh, I completely understand it.
Yeah, huh? So how long before they let you in?
I don't know. We're still waiting.
Hey, do you know who's on the show today?
No.
Uh-oh. I was hoping you'd tell me, because they don't tell me till the last minute.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Yeah, we don't know who's on the show today.
Hey, how big of a Tony Danza fan are you?
I'm a big fan.
A big fan?
I'm a huge fan. We're all huge fans. We have 8 people.
Yeah.
What's out your CD?
Excuse me?
Could you give me a CD?
I will personally give you a CD after the show. As a matter of fact, if you let my person on the scene there, Eric, know where you're sitting, how would you like to come backstage after the show and hang out with Tony?
I would love it. I have 8 people with me. Can they come too?
They could all come backstage.
That would be awesome.
But, you know, there's a little trade-off here, you know. A little trade-off. I do for you, you do for Tony Danza.
Okay.
All right? Do you understand?
I completely understand. We love him. Hello?
Here we go again.
Hello?
Do you know the kind of favor Tony needs? You know, it's pretty a lot of high pressure doing a show every day like this. You understand?
I completely understand.
And I need to relax a little bit. You know, I need to relax. I used to have to relax on a set of Taxi and Who's the Boss. And there were people that would help me relax. Maybe you could help me relax a little bit, is what I'm saying.
I'll help you relax.
You know, maybe a little back rub?
Definitely.
Would you like to give me a back rub?
I sure will.
Hey, maybe a little front rub.
Oh, my God.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm getting married in March.
Yeah, well, I'll try to put a stop to that, huh? Hey, you keep your husband happy, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Hey, you want to do me a favor?
Sure.
When I'm doing my my monologue at the beginning of the show, would you come up on stage and give me a kiss?
Oh, I sure will. I would love it.
You know, I'm starting a new segment on the program, and I like having a lovely young lady come out on stage and give me a little peck on the cheek.
I would be honored to. I would definitely be honored to.
Now, we need a good time for you to come out.
Okay.
And give me that little kiss on the cheek.
Okay, definitely.
Now, as soon as I walk out,
okay,
I'll walk out on the stage.
Okay.
And I want you to, you know, the audience is applauding because I'm Tony Danza. And you come out, and I'll be like, oh, here's someone from the crowd. And just say, I love you, Tony, and give me a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And then you go back to your seat, and I'll give you a CD, and you come back and give me a massage.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
And so am I.
Thank you.
I won't ruin it by saying anything else.
All right.
I look forward to seeing you on stage at the beginning of the show.
I sure will. Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you very much. God bless you, too. Bye-bye.
Hey, guys.
Eric.
Hey, we have the head of security here. He's right next to me. He wants to confirm that this isn't the Opie and Anthony show, that it's really Z100.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
All right.
We have somebody from the company who wants to, if you want to confirm it.
Oh, what happened there? Uh-oh.
Well,
is there a problem?
Sounds like somebody's onto this shenanigans.
I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. Someone from the show knows the deal now.
That stinks.
Oh. Well, I'm still going to have to watch today, and hopefully they won't talk to that woman.
Yeah, they'll talk right to her.
Do you think?
Yeah. We'll get it done.
I don't know. Maybe Eric kept her away from the girl I was talking to.
Who knows?
I don't know. Boy, they always think it's Tony. They're so happy to talk to that big,
your impression's
dumb
phenomenal, though. I
bastard.
think it's Tony, and I'm looking at you.
Big dumb ass.
Eric's all nervous. He's down there in his fake Tony Danza t-shirt.
Is he wearing a fake Tony Danza?
Yeah, he went down there with it.
We actually had T-shirts made up. Let's say Tony Danza Show staff.
Yeah, like Tony Danza staff T-shirt, a jacket, a hat. Oh yeah.
Well,
we go all out for our bits.
We do it enough. One of these days, it's going to happen.
They probably make an announcement before the show. We don't know
if Tony spoke with you.
Look, if Tony Danza spoke with you on the phone, don't come running out onto stage, okay? You fucking rube.
Come out and give me a kiss on my cock. Duh.
Oh, wow. She was very happy to
sure.
with Tony.
May have to just be vicious from now on then. If it's never going to get on stage, you may just have to keep smashing them with filth.
I know. You know what's really funny? She doesn't... I'm talking to her, and I bring up that Dr. Phil said, you know, if you give something up, you got to replace it with something. You understand? And she's like, oh, yeah. Like, she's just so thrilled to talk with this idiot that she doesn't care what he's saying. She's just agreeing with it. She's agreeing with anything.
We're trying to get Eric back on the line, but...
Hey, where'd he go?
Ben's laughing. Ben, you can come back in. The boss thing's over.
Why
Jesus.
is Ben cackling?
I don't know, but he's got something to say.
He's in an outbreak suit, Ben. He's just afraid.
Ben. He's being, they're threatening to arrest him.
Oh.
Disorderly conduct.
How is that disorderly conduct?
Know.
He's the most orderly guy ever.
Then they grabbed his phone or something.
They grabbed his
phone. What?
Is this going to be the first person arrested on the new Opie and Anthony show? Eric.
Why can't I fucking do it? Hello?
Hey, what's up, Eric?
Yeah, they're not letting me leave. They're threatening to arrest me here for disorderly conduct and ruining their show.
Eric, run away. They're not cops. Leave right now. Run.
Hello?
Oh, they got it again.
Just run away. He's got to just run. They don't understand. People don't understand. If they're not cops, you can flee.
Yeah.
Run away. Oh, Eric's going to get arrested now. Eric's going to get arrested because he's not running away. Like stupid Mercurio. Run away. Run. They're not cops. You can run from Danza security. They're not going to put an APB.
Hey, calling all cars. Look for a cute little chubby boy with frosted hair.
Car 54, where are you?
Whoa, it's the Danza police. The Danza police. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Are you kidding me?
I thought we were pretty sneaky today. They've been just waiting for us, huh?
Pull over. Who's the boss? I'm the boss. Don't make a move. Drop the cell phone.
Well, someone has to get down there.
Oh, he's got to run.
I'll give Ben all the numbers for the record label guy, so I'll go down there.
Well,
disorderly conduct? That was the most orderly
hold on.
ever.
Danny's good. Danny, go run down there with a cell phone. Don't get caught and tell us what the hell's going on because they took us. Oh, wait, is he back? Who's this?
Hey, it's Eric.
All right, what's going on?
The guy keeps smacking the phone out of my hand and closing it. He's like, I don't give a fuck who you're talking to. He's like, and he's sitting there trying to take my picture and everything.
Just walk away, stupid.
I've been trying to, but the guy won't let me fucking get me go.
What, is he holding on to you?
Yeah.
He's not allowed to hold you. That's assault.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the friggin' nuts.
I said, no, I just took a cab here. And he said, well, how much you want to bet if I go through you, you got to lie? I said, you can't go through me. I don't know who the fuck you are. You're not a cop.
He's not a cop.
Run away.
I'm trying to.
Break loose and run.
Break loose.
Use one of those. Oh, unbelievable. Use a master
The head of
phone.
security can't tell him not to be on the
Of course
phone.
they can.
You can talk to anybody online.
Is our guy going to get arrested with a fake Tony Danza?
You can talk to anybody online with a phone.
Oh, you don't want to be at the Tombs with a Tony Danza show T-shirt on.
All right, well,
hey, my thoughts and prayers with Eric.
You know, Danny can handle this because we need you for the next segment.
Yeah, but can Danny handle this though, or should Steve go?
No, Danny can handle this. He's good. Just tell Danny to run there with the phone.
All right.
All right.
I got Steve's strategy. Steve will go there. They'll be upset, pull the fire alarms because they'll see a blaze, and he'll be able to make good his escape.
Yeah, you weren't in Chicago overnight, were you?
No, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Saw some of your clothes flying out a window.
Yeah.
Doing a little office work at night, were you? How can this head of security smack his phone? Who the fuck is this guy?
He's Tony Danza security.
It's a bully. That's all he is. He's intimidating him. He's huge. I bet he's a huge black guy that just thinks he can intimidate the shit out of Eric, and Eric's scared.
Wow.
Send Master Poe.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? We really should. We should send Poe down there.
Send Poe down there. Oh.
Spin kick the son of a
Go in and just kick ass on the Danza set.
No, but you know what? If Eric is going to be hassled physically, you can't have that. It can't happen to him.
No, the guy could be arrested for assault right there, just holding him.
Just
grabbing
him.
Grabbing
him
knocking
is
the
cell
assault.
phone out of his.
Absolutely
You're
not.
allowed to go
online and interview or talk to anybody you want.
There's no security guy on a sidewalk.
Well, can Ben or somebody get Billy Mack or one of those guys on the phone?
Billy Mack.
Master Poe. What's wrong?
Eric's in trouble?
Yeah, one of our guys is in trouble.
Yeah, he is, no bullshit. And he's online on the Tony Danza thing.
He's getting arrested.
The head of security won't. He was just on the phone. He wasn't doing anything, and the head of security is like every time he tries to call the show, the head of security won't let him go, and he keeps like smacking his phone. And he's like,
What exactly did he do?
on the phone, just with the phone, like interviewing somebody on the line.
Okay. This just in? He got away?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, good.
Of course.
Is he running?
Yeah, he's running. I just told him I'm running in the middle of traffic. You know, that's how
just run. You could lose him.
What did they do to him?
Oh, I don't know nothing now. You're right.
They knocked the cell phone out of his hand, right? Yeah. We'll get the full
Okay.
report when Eric gets back
in
here.
contact with Keith. You can't
Bodily
do that.
holding him.
No, you can't do that. That's against the law.
All right, we'll
You
find
can't
out.
smack anything out of anyone.
When Sexpago gets back, we'll find out exactly what happened. Okay?
Dude, I really think that if he smacked the phone out of his hand, Eric should file a report.
Exactly.
There's nothing illegal about interviewing somebody on a line.
Of course
Why
not.
do we have to deal with cops again? Twice already?
It's not against the law.
No, Eric's not a disorderly guy.
It's not against the law.
Maybe he can get free tickets for Tony.
And he's a nice guy.
Oh my God, Master Poe's ready to lose his mind. Look at him.
Well, he's taking the legal road.
Breathe.
Thoughts and prayers, Poe.
Breathe. We gotta get some boards in here that you can break when you just get pissed off.
We should contact Keith because honestly,
well, we'll find out as soon as Eric gets here.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I hope he's ditching the Tony Danza T-shirt where Master Poe ditched the bloody gi.
The bloody gi in a dumpster. That'd work.
Ditch the evidence, Eric. If you're listening to us, ditch the evidence.
How is he listening to you? He doesn't. Maybe
he has a Wi-Fi. I don't know. All right.
Jeez,
well, we'll find out what happens when he gets here. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Poe. Breathe for us. Okay. Poe's very pissed off.
Eric
right
running down the street.
Your mom's phone!
Right, he got the word in. Great.
Man, they've been waiting for us. We've been wondering.
We were being set up. We were being lulled into a false sense of security.
You heard how sneaky we were. We didn't tell anyone. We just went to it real fast.
He's there with the dopey shirt on. You know that pissed him off.
Too bad. Not illegal.
Wear whatever the hell you want.
Says the Tony Danza
Right.
Show.
But why they ask if you were the other radio station?
I guess it's okay if Z100 does it, but not us.
Because Z100 isn't gonna say things like Tony needs his cock sucked.
I think it might have been, from what I was gathering there, they think Eric was saying he was with the Opie and Anthony show, but he was really with Z100, so they wanted to know who was really at the bottom of this so they could get them in trouble.
Oh, well.
So they were trying to get Z100 in trouble, thinking it was Z100. That's what I think.
There you go.
You know?
Maybe no. You might.
I don't think they have a relationship with the Z100.
They may have gotten
I think
wind.
they thought Eric was lying and saying it was Opie and Anthony.
I think Eric panicked and said I'm with Z100.
Oh, you think Eric did that?
Of course he did.
More misrepresentation
Would
of
you
himself?
say you were with Opie and Anthony on the line? They probably went. Who are you here with? You know, some douchebag security guy.
Yeah, he does do that to get out of trouble.
Oh yeah, he
sometimes.
did, and he figures out what's the faggiest radio station, so maybe
Right.
they'll have some sympathy for me.
I'd love to find out what that scumbag security guard bullying a little blonde boy.
Put the effing lotion in the basket.
Put the fucking lotion in
For the people that are listening to us for free this week.
Yes, this is from the musical Silence of the Lambs. Oh, you didn't know there was a musical? Well, there isn't really. A couple of guys in California threw
The
it
Kaplan
together.
brothers.
The Kaplan brothers?
The Kaplan brothers.
Very talented. They made a whole musical out of Silence of the Lambs. And this is one of the songs. Put the effing lotion in the basket.
It's one of our faves, and when we get back, I think Eric will be here. He could run pretty fast, right? It's not that far away. We'll talk to Eric next. All right, so Anthony, wow. Eric is on his way back to the station.
Yeah.
He's a little chubby, or he'd be here by now. He's running.
Well, he needs to work out a little, maybe tone up.
A little tone up would be nice.
Maybe he can replace one line with another line.
To the Nagels listening in Florida, don't worry, your son did not get arrested yet.
No,
he's fine.
He had to call up twice for us to tell him to run, though, which gets me... I got to have a briefing with some of these people, Opie, because the prime rule for anyone out and about that is involved with this show on the street ever
is to make sure you get arrested so we get the publicity?
Well, yeah, that's the real thing, but
we can't really
the
say that.
The official line we tell them is to run.
Or just walk away fast. They can't grab you for something like that.
No, but apparently the security guard at the Tony Danza show grabbed Eric
and
was holding him, saying that the cops had been called and that he was holding him there bodily, and they would grab his cell phone or smack his cell phone out of his hand. This constitutes assault, Opie.
Now, here's the problem. If the cops were called, then the cops will be here. Because now they have to get to the bottom of it.
Good, let them. Eric can call whoever he wants.
Do you think New York's finest is going to take the time out to come down here after they talk to a Danza security guard and find out that nothing was happening?
Danny.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Danny.
I just got to the line. There's no sign of Eric, but there is a big beefy security guard I could probably talk to.
All right, yeah, ask him where Eric went.
All right, hold on.
Wait, we can't get our intern.
Wait, Danny.
Yeah.
Should we do that? He just wants to ask him, but maybe we should hear from Eric first.
Yeah, why don't you just ask the security guard what happened to the Eric guy?
The guy from Z100.
The guy from...
Hey, was there a guy here named Eric? No? Because I'm looking for him, and I don't see him. I was just wondering if you might know where he is.
He was interviewing the Tony Danza audience member.
He has no idea where Eric might be.
All right, I wonder if that's the same guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a different guy.
Okay.
I'm peeking into the windows looking for him inside.
No, Danny, Eric ran away.
Oh, he did run away?
Yeah, he ran away.
He made like a banana and split.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
He ran like Bobby De Niro from a Norton photo op.
Oh, God, that one hurts.
Thank you, Chief C from New York.
Did he say
line? Yes, I'm not going to say
Call up Eric.
Line.
I want to see where he is. We want to
Ben Ope wants Eric on the phone.
get all the details.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this Tony Danza thing off and on for, well, I guess that's only the third time, right?
Yeah, that's only the third. Is my mic lower again?
I don't know.
Eric ran, man. Somebody held Steve C's hat under his ass.
There we go.
Yeah, from time to time we go out to the Tony Danza line as they're filing in to see that stupid show, and Anthony does a great Tony Danza impression, and
have a little fun with it.
And we have fun with the rubes that are waiting to see Tony Danza.
Because they're all rubes on that line.
And they buy it every single time. Every single time.
All happy to talk to Tony. We haven't been tripped up once.
Do we have, like, the other one all queued up? Maybe we could play this, and by the time this ends, Eric will be in studio. How's that sound?
This was the dirty one.
This is the dirty version?
Yeah, this is pretty funny, though.
So, you know, finally today they were on to us, and they caught us, and I don't know what's going to happen. Because they were trying to hold Eric there, the security guard, and supposedly the cops were called.
I bet they had a big meeting about this a while back, and they were all psyched that it was happening today, probably on the walkie-talkies.
It's going down. It's going down on the line. He's out there. He's out there. Code blue. Code blue. He's on the line.
Big meeting. All right, if it happens again, I want some fucking heads busted.
Yeah, you know how he...
Like Dan's in there with a baseball bat.
I guarantee that's how he talks when he's not on his show.
These fucking pricks fuck with my show again. I want some blood on that fucking sidewalk. You hear me? I ain't the nice fucking Danza here today, pal.
Just all nasty. Like when they take the guy back at the casino and he's been cheating.
Yeah. Oh, in the cooler?
Was that? No, I think. What movie was that? Casino.
Casino.
And they take the guys that were cheating.
Oh my
in
God!
The back, you could have the money or your hand.
Oh yeah, it was also in the cooler.
Yeah, they had a scene like that.
It was.
Cooler.
Yeah,
but your casino's bigger.
And it's Tony Danza. Hey, how you doing? Hey, why don't you come back here, huh?
Yeah. You don't fuck with Danza. I'll give you the fucking Danza.
No thoughts and prayers to this scumbag.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to your face.
When it hits the curb.
We'll get someone.
Huh?
It'll happen.
Oh, it'll happen. We'll get you.
We'll get you. I don't know why we're so crazy obsessed with you.
Why are we?
because its awfulness is so unbelievable. The only thing I've actually liked about Danza is that he's not a complete smooth talk show host, which I do kind of dig about him. But you know, he's just such a boob.
All right. Well, why don't we play another one of these Tony Danza pranks as we wait for Eric to come back into the studio, and then we'll find out what happened today. Okay?
All righty.
This is this is the dirtiest one I think Anthony did. Check this out. Well, Anthony, we got Sex Bagel on the line. We don't want to say where he is because it could ruin what we're about to do.
What's his name? It's not up there.
Sex Bagel. He works for us.
Who?
Eric. He works on the show.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, you know Eric.
I didn't know. It's not up on the board.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I have a lady right here. Not only is she a huge Tony Danza fan, she was telling me that she used to be on the Family Feud back in when? 1993. Did you score big?
We did talk shows and we won over $18,000.
They won over $18,000 on the Family Feud.
Wow, that's wonderful. Did you tell her that we're thinking about putting her on the Tony Danza show today?
Yes, I did, and they're all excited. Her and her family's right here, and they're just waiting to speak to Tony.
All right, and where is she from?
I'm sorry, where are you from?
We are from New Jersey, Surgeonsville.
They're from Surgeonsville, New Jersey.
All right, and what's her name?
Her name is Joan. I'm going to give her the phone right now, and just get Tony ready, and he'll
my Tony character.
All right, let's get Joan on the phone here.
Okay, here's Joan. Yeah, he's right on the phone.
Hello, Tony.
Hey, Joan, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. We can't wait to come inside and see you in person.
Well, I can't wait to have you on the show.
Thank you. I mean, we watch it every day. We love it. I especially like the food, particularly.
Oh, you like the cooking segments?
I do. I like the CS food segments.
Well, you know, I love to cook. Being Italian, you know, I cook a lot at home.
Uh-huh.
And my kids, they get involved, and I think it's something a lot of people like, you know?
Oh, you know what? I have a great recipe for spaghetti and clams, the white sauce.
Spaghetti and clams, that's my favorite.
Well, you know what? I'll send you the recipe.
You got a fantastic recipe for that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
You know something? Hey, one day I would love to have you maybe come on the show as a listener cooking segment or a viewer cooking segment. Oops. And
I would love to.
And we could have you cook your special.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Actually, you know, if you ever come over to New Jersey, you can come out to Surgeonsville. We live way out in the country, and it's a beautiful area close to the Delaware River.
Oh, you have a nice place out there?
Oh, yeah, so, you know, we'll cook you spaghetti and clams first. You might as well taste it before it's aired.
Yeah, I should taste it first. I like taking a little taste before I dip in, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Hey, how long you been a fan? You remember me from Taxi?
I'm sorry, Tony, I couldn't understand that.
Hey, you remember me from my old days in Taxi?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We've been following your career. I know that you do
That's gonna stop.
shows in Atlantic City. We're about 2 hours away from Atlantic City.
Oh, 2 hours. So you go there a lot?
Say that again?
So you go to Atlantic City a lot?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, I love going there, the gambling, whores, yeah.
It's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
You'll get on the big loser bus and take that down there?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. Are you going to be in Atlantic City soon?
Well, yeah, you know, I got my album, so I like to sing, and I go down there to Tropicana, and I get up there, and, you know, I whine, and the rubes give me money. It's fantastic.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I have a cousin who happens to own a condo right on the boardwalk at the end of the casinos, and it is just fabulous to go and visit him.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes.
You know something?
What?
You sound like a big Tony Danza fan.
I am the biggest Tony Danza fan.
So I want to do something a little special for you.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Here it comes, kids. Hold on to your hats.
Okay.
I need a little relaxation before the show. You know, it's a stressful situation being out there. I'm kind of new to the talk show thing. You understand?
Yes.
So I'm thinking I could use a little company in the dressing room.
Oh, my goodness.
How would you like to come backstage and hang out with me while I get ready for the show?
I would love it. I would love it to... do I bring my family? Me.
Excuse me?
Just me, or do I bring the 3 people I came with?
Well, who do you have with you?
My husband is here, and my 2 friends, Karen and Phyllis.
Your husband's there?
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you see where this is going? I can. Now, I'd like you. You know something? Bring the whole family with you.
Oh,
backstage to hang out with me before the show, because I need to relax a little bit.
Okay, great. That's great. Well, you are just so special to say that. Thank you so very much.
I love being special. And you know what relaxes me?
What's that? I love to relax with you.
Strap in, kids. You know what relaxes me backstage?
Excuse me?
You know what relaxes me backstage in my dressing room?
Sure.
A nice fucking blowjob.
Oh, my. I'm sorry, I missed that on the phone.
No, you didn't.
Should I?
Tony likes having his hog sucked before I gotta placate to the rubes out there. I would never use a word like placate. What am I, insane? Before I entertain all the rubes out there in my audience.
Oh, okay.
I like blowing a load on someone's face. And you seem like that person.
Okay. Should I give this phone to Eric so he knows what's going on?
You better give it to him so he can run as fast as he can away from your husband when you tell him the news that you'll be backstage sucking Tony Danza's cock.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I heard what you said. I'm going backstage, Eric.
Okay.
Okay, here. I'm going to give you to Eric so you can tell him what's going on.
Fantastic.
Okay. See you soon, Tony, and thank you so much.
You certainly will.
All right, I will come back right out and I'll have a...
Hey, run, Eric, run.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, you can come home.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, is she telling her husband right now? Yeah, we can end it right there. So there's another example of what we did with the rubes. That wait online outside the Tony Danza show.
Yeah.
That was the dirtier one.
It's a fun little
so
gag.
we decided if you're just tuning in to go today and do it again, and you might have heard it. If not, the replay's coming up in less than an hour. You'll hear it. And there's major controversy now. Eric is back in the studio. So, Eric, what happened? We were convinced we were going to get away with it again.
Yeah.
Well, you did to an extent, but as soon as she handed the phone back to me, I turn around and there's this guy right there. And he starts going, "Who are you? Who are you working for?" I didn't give him a name or who I was working for, right? So as I said on the phone, I'm like, this guy wants proof that I'm with, and I said another company.
Of course.
All right, and he said, and then he takes the phone out of my hand and he closes the phone like this, just slaps it down. He gets in my face. Then he pulls me by my left shoulder
So
here.
he did put his hands on you.
He pulled my shoulder, pulled me just, I mean, it wasn't like
That's all you
vicious,
need.
but it was like about a foot away from where the line is, where everybody is.
It's assault.
And he gets right in my face and he goes, "I can have you arrested for disorderly contact, disrupting the show," and he's going through all this other stuff. I said, "I'm on a public sidewalk with a cell phone talking to another person." So he's just getting right in my face, and these two other guys come out from the building, look like cops but not really cops, kind of thing.
Danza security.
Yeah, so they come out there and they're standing there and they've got a list. They've had some paper in their hand and they're going over the thing. And I gave them a fake name and they're just shaking their heads because that name's not on the list. I guess they researched the show.
They have a list of everyone involved with this
He
program.
was trying to get me to say I was with Opie and Anthony.
Right.
He was trying so hard, and I was saying, I'm not with her. I said,
was
they're
this
another
list?
company.
What was in, like, the
I couldn't
the book?
see. They wouldn't show it to me.
None
But they
of
had
this
it. But
business with.
they're going down this list here. I saw a white piece of paper.
It's probably a list with all our faces and our names and all that.
Great.
Saying we've had nothing but problems from this show. We don't want these people out here. We've been instructed to get rid of these people or do whatever's necessary to get rid of these people.
Whatever's necessary.
Well, that's Tony Danza. Behind the scenes, probably.
Assaulting our staff on a public sidewalk.
What happened with the phone? You kept calling in, the phone kept going dead.
The guy kept shutting the phone.
How?
I was on
How
the
can
phone.
you do that without touching you? Like,
All right, at this point, when he pulls me aside and he's telling me, no, you cannot do that, right? The first time he closes the phone. And he's yelling at me. Ben calls. So I open the phone again. I'm talking to Ben for
and
maybe...
he's holding on to you at this point?
No, he let me go. He just pulled me 1 quick second away from the line and then let me go. He wasn't still holding me.
Was he pulling you on your Tony Danza t-shirt?
No, I hit that real quick.
Oh, you did?
I had the jacket right up there buttoned. I was like, he's not seeing that shirt.
You pussy.
Hey, we're all on the same team.
Yeah.
We all work for Tony.
So I'm standing on the sidewalk there, right? Ben calls. I talk to Ben maybe 3 to 5 seconds. All of a sudden, out of my hand again, click. He's got my phone now. He took my phone.
He took the phone out of your hand.
Opened my phone
charge.
and starts hitting buttons trying to see what's in the phone. He's trying to find out where my phone book is on the phone, trying to find who I just dialed and all that.
Columbo,
right?
Knock it off. This guy wants so bad to be some type of
a cop. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a
that
wannabe.
he's now this is his big chance with his book with our names in it and grabbing the phone and trying to get numbers out of your phone.
That's invasion of privacy.
So as soon as he's doing that, I take the phone back and I close it, right? I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Let me see some ID." I said, "I don't have ID. I took
and
a
I don't
cab
have
here."
to show
right?
you.
He goes, "How much you want to bet if I go through your pockets right now, I find a wallet?" And he's pointing to my left side here, which is my keys
Your hog?
and my other
Yeah.
phone.
Big lump.
And I said, "Those are keys?" And I said, "And you're not searching me." Now this time I realize I'm standing at the edge of the curb, so I walk into the street. Now I'm in the street. He comes right to the edge, but he won't walk into the street. And he's still yelling at me. The two other guys...
Doesn't matter, the sidewalk or the street. It's
I know,
not.
but Ben is like, Ben just goes, "Run into traffic." So I'm trying to get into traffic.
You're going to be a fine parent, Ben.
Yes. So I'm trying to get into traffic. There's cars coming, so I'm stuck between that little gap of the street and the actual traffic, and those other guys are blocking me, so I can't move anywhere. And then I'm trying to get on the phone again, and the phone just, the last time it crapped out, but... There you go.
Oh.
There he goes, running across the street.
Just run into traffic.
Hey, what's all that racket outside? I'm trying to do a show.
I got to be honest. I don't think there's anything illegal about you being out there talking to people.
There isn't.
No, you could.
And I think that a public sidewalk, we might have to call and say, look, this guy grabbed you. He's shutting your phone. That can't happen.
He grabbed you.
My
I don't
left
care if
shoulder,
he assaulted.
he just pulled me a foot.
That's assault.
He kept taking your phone and shut it. You can't touch somebody else's phone.
And then he started going through the
is
phone.
also another charge. Yeah.
So, what was going on with the lady that you talked to?
She was cool. There was like a party of 8 from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was like grandmothers, granddaughters, and regular daughters. There's a whole big family affair because one of them was getting married next week. So they came up to go to the Tony Danza show, and they were all excited. They were having a blast talking on the phone. They were all sitting there, Danny DeVito, yeah, and they're all cheering. And
trying
then
to come up with the names of the people that Tony couldn't remember.
And one of the older ladies is tapping her and is like, he's got a CD. Get a CD. And then she goes, oh, yeah, can we get a CD?
And of course Tony said yes. Of course.
A good egg.
What a good guy.
Oh, one of the other things he told me, too, when he goes, I guess you said, give Tony a kiss on the cheek. That's how you get in favor with Tony. And he starts listing these other things which were never said, but I didn't hear the phone call, so I don't know. So I was like, I said, dude, I was standing right next to you. I did not hear that phone call.
Were they listening?
They might have an XM there.
They have an XM
I
in
guess
there.
They, like the
and
Opie
the
Anthony
security
show.
probably
Good.
it's probably their job when that line is out there to listen to this program.
Well, I did a contest with those guys, too, for a free XM.
Go home.
Holy
Just go home.
Jesus.
Just go home.
Can you get me a coffee while you're out there looking for a rope?
Yeah, please go home. Just go. Walk away. Play the Hulk music. Do something. Get him out of here.
They can't ask you for ID or anything. You're not running into the building causing it. You're on a phone.
Yeah. I didn't give him a thing. Didn't tell
You
him my
should
name.
have.
Didn't tell him who I worked for.
You took your pinch like a man. You didn't rat.
That's right.
Oh, De Niro again. we can't tell him
Well,
anymore.
Master Poe is pacing like a mother hen.
Yeah, he's freaking
Oh, he
out.
was
He's
fuming.
positioning me outside now. How did he come at you? What angle? How was the grip?
There's the real deal. Master Poe, share the mic with Eric.
Yeah, okay, that was assault, and we should call the cops right now.
That is assault.
Right now.
You were assaulted on a
right
public
now.
sidewalk
I
by
do agree.
some stupid security
Well,
guard.
Master Poe, that's your call, obviously. You know, Master Poe is very pissed off because
I
he
need
looks
someone
over
to call
us, he
911.
protects us. He's like a mother hen, one of his ducklings.
If that guy grabs you like that, you would have taken that as an assault. Like you would have taken and reacted as an assault.
Well, by law, you're not supposed to grab someone, and if someone is attacking you, or if someone is actually trying to grab you, immediately you can defend yourself. So it's self-defense. Yeah. And in his case, I don't know, what the guy looks like or what skills he has. It doesn't matter. He's supposed to be a professional.
You can't put your hands on anybody. It doesn't even matter how it is. If you put your hand on someone's back, like you want to ask him a question, and you put your hand on his back, once the hand touches somebody, you can be charged with assault if that person wants to charge.
Like an umpire back at Earl Weaver used to turn his hat around, because if your hat touches the umpire, you were thrown out of the game.
Right.
Any type of contact.
Plus, I believe it's also robbery because he grabbed the
Well, there's
phone
something there.
out of his hands. There's something else there. Absolutely. I'm not a
with
police
the phone.
officer. Let's go. Let's get all the police officers out there to call.
911. I don't want to tie up emergency lines with that, but we should call the precinct and do something about that.
Have them talk to.
I think they need a talking to.
We got an expert on the line.
Perhaps a bit more.
Keith the cop, what's up?
Good morning. I just got a call from Clubby.
He needs to be
Everything
corrected.
okay?
Well,
Ben.
Our boy Sex Bagel was roughed up a little bit outside the Tony Danza show.
He was assaulted by a Tony Danza security guard.
Well, what do we have here? What are the facts?
The facts are Eric was on the sidewalk while the line was going into the Tony Danza show. He gave a woman that was online the telephone, and she got to speak with Tony Danza.
And Eric might have been impersonating a worker from the Tony Danza show. An employee.
Yeah. So after the phone call's done, Eric takes the phone back. A security guard for the Danza show, I believe, comes up to Eric and grabbed him by his shoulder and pulled him over to him. And started telling him how he wasn't allowed to do that, how it was disorderly conduct, disruption of the show, all kinds of stuff that could get him, he thought could get him in trouble. But the fact of the matter is, the only person that did anything wrong was the security guard by touching Eric.
And he kept taking his phone. Eric's trying to call the show. The guy keeps snatching his phone.
And the guy snatched the phone out of Eric's hand and started going through his phone book trying to find numbers in there. After that, Eric just finally got away from the guy and ran back to the studio.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So now we want to, maybe somebody could go over there and speak with the security guard, because I think Eric feels that charges should be filed for assault.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an assault. I'm going to have to say it's more of a harassment.
Yes.
But this is the angle I'm going to work on this whole thing, and it might work for us. If we can get Tony Danza to staple his ball bag to his leg, I think we can get Tony Danza about $1.5 million in bail.
You ass. Why isn't that assault?
Because in the statutes of the law for harassment, it's push, shove, kick, punch. It really doesn't go
What's
further
assault?
than that.
We're kind of sounding faggy, is what
Yeah.
you're saying, huh?
No, but harassment is still good, though. It's still something.
That's a good one.
It is something. He can't just do that. He can't just snatch his phone and go through it on a public sidewalk.
We want to teach these talk show line security people that they can't get away with this kind of stuff. Brown shirts.
Yeah, well, he was talking to Tony. She lady was talking to Tony. I don't know what this guy's problem is.
I know. She was very happy. We're making people on the line happy.
Yeah, that's kind of, out of line. But, yeah, harassment, maybe I could work something with snatching the phone out of his hand.
Yeah.
I don't know how happy they would be over at the precinct. But, listen, this is a violation of his rights, and it's not.
We just want to know if we could violate someone with a billy club. That's all we need to know, Keith.
Right.
Can we drag someone down to the precinct and give them the business in the men's bathroom?
We might be able to work something along those lines.
If you can't find anyone, I'll play the part of the prisoner.
Did Opie say mother hen and
Yes.
baby ducklings?
You guys let me slide on that one.
Not the audience.
I know, Killer Kitten's like, mother hen and baby duckling, Hope. Why not just say elephant with a baby cub, jackass? There's another time where I start sweating going, oh, please. They didn't hear that, did they?
The audience catches everything.
All right, you ratting me out, Killer Kitten, thanks.
Now, what do? We want this guy brought up.
I think after the show...
We're going to just go for street justice.
Well, if we don't go for the street justice, how about after the show, I'll talk to Eric and we'll see what we can come up with.
Let's do that.
I'll make a couple of phone calls.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, a lot of people are calling us a bunch of faggots on the instant feedback.
Why?
They're like, shut up, Saul. They want to know if Sex Bagel was very injured.
Eric was very injured. He grabbed me, and I was hurt.
Oh, were you physically hurt?
Well, my feelings were very hurt, and I felt ashamed. I was standing on the sidewalk, and he pushed me and took my phone. He went through my phone book and realized I have no friends and pointed that out to me. I was very embarrassed. He was hurtful.
I just think that if I did get the call and I showed up and Eric told me that he was working the line to see if any ladies wanted to, lick Tony's mule, and then the security guy pushed me, it's a little hard to write up in the report, but I'm going to try and work an angle.
All right. It's a radio show doing an on-the-street interview.
That's right.
That's pretty much what it was.
Can't touch him.
No.
I have one question.
Yes, Master Poe.
Hey, Keith, isn't there a progression when it comes to... this is for the listeners out there, because they're saying that, Eric is a wimp, the way he responded or the way that we're responding.
I think Poe's saying that, Eric.
No, I'm not. Actually, there's a progression. If someone is coming at you verbally, that's step number one. Then they're going to come at you physically. And in this case, he grabbed him. All right, so after that, he's going to throw a punch and hit him in the face.
Yes.
Come on, you have to draw the line somewhere. What country are we living in?
Russia. I mean, where are we?
Where are we?
Canada?
Freedom. No, I personally think that it was wrong for him to do that, and that wasn't
it
professional.
Was wrong. It's just that, how wrong was it? I mean,
All right.
in the eyes of the law.
Gotcha.
I don't think it's a felony, but I do think that maybe the security guard needs a talking to, because this way, if there's nothing wrong with one of our guys talking to somebody on the phone there, that's not illegal and it's allowed. Too bad they're lining up for your show. Stop using a public sidewalk then, assholes. Make them line up in the studio.
Oh, we'll be back.
Eric,
we'll be back.
Eric is a very willful young boy.
Yeah. Rather naughty.
We're going to be back.
Naughty.
All right, Keith. Thanks.
All right, I'll catch up.
Your
with you.
son is attempting
Thanks
to
for
bring
being the party pooper.
an outside radio show into this situation.
All right, I'll talk to you guys
Bye,
later.
Keith.
Yeah, there
And
goes
you
the
never
party
even
pooper.
mentioned oral. You said just a back rub. You
Of
didn't say.
course I did.
Did you?
Not that makes any difference, but
And I do believe that ends the Tony Danza saga for today.
there you go.
Yeah, Danza's a bully.
Danza's brown shirts.
Yeah.
Nazis. I just think it's hysterical that we found out that they really do listen.
Oh, that's great.
To this program.
I really thought we were going to get away with it again.
Webpage.
We haven't mentioned it in weeks.
We're going to have to use code words now when we go to do it.
Code words we didn't say. All of a sudden we just went to the phone and started the
right.
bit.
Yeah.
And they were
How
on
the
us
hell
like
are we
that.
going to get away with it in the future?
We'll figure it out.
So what kind of code word can you use for
Oh,
Danza?
we'll be back.
Maybe you play the retard singing "Time of My Life" and that's the Danza signal.
Oh, we'll be back. Oh, yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah. We're just about
Yeah.
done with the show for today, guys. And I don't
Just
think we've
about.
done anything.
Another. Well,
Did we do
no.
anything?
We had fun,
We
Ope.
did.
I know we had
We
fun.
learned a lot. We almost got Eric arrested.
True. Listen for that in the replay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the highlight of the show today.
That was fun.
There were a lot of highlights, I guess.
Yeah, that security guard was out of line. You can't grab a guy's dick and start checking for shit.
You really like that song, don't
How
you?
can you not? It's classic.
Yeah, Duke, what's going on?
Yeah, I learned that Tony Danza listens to your show nowadays, huh?
Yeah, a bunch of people over at the Danza show seem to listen.
Yeah, I want to say hi to everyone at the Tony Danza show that listens to the Opie and Anthony show.
Doing a good job.
On XM Satellite Radio.
We're going to get a Tony Danza update next, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? People were loving the Tony Danza. And
I think we're doing some of his applause breaks today.
Oh, we should. We haven't done that in a
Back
while.
to his applause breaks.
We got some applause breaks from Tony
on
Danza
his
show.
crappy rube-filled show that claps at anything.
Everyone wants the Tony Danza update, Anthony.
Oh.
Yesterday, once again, we went to the line of people that were waiting to get into the Tony Danza show.
Yes.
Anthony does an amazing Tony Danza impression.
Thank you.
He didn't even know he could do it, but one day he tried it, and it worked.
You just got to sound stupid.
Right. And so we've been messing with the line ever since we started on XM Satellite Radio from time to time, and these stupid rubes, pretty much from the Midwest, were believing they were actually talking to Tony Danza, and then Tony Danza would get really rude and outrageous
and ruin their little image of Tony Danza.
Basically asked the old rubes for BJs before the show so Tony could relax.
You think they're freaking out over there right now, listening, going,
uh-oh,
they might be coming to the line again.
So yesterday it got ugly. You know, we were doing another one. I think it was our fourth, maybe. And security was on to us. They were just waiting.
Yes.
They were just waiting for us to show up again. And we were very sneaky yesterday. We didn't advertise it or promote it. We just went right to the phone. There was Eric, Sex Bagel, online, talking to another rube with his fine Tony Danza T-shirt that we had made up.
Wearing
Not
the
even a T-shirt, a nice collared shirt.
Tony Danza staff shirt.
I think he also had like a nice Tony Danza staff leather jacket.
Oh, my God. Sorry to interrupt you. They just showed a security camera in a convenience store where this black guy is trying to rob this Arab.
No, I think it's another black guy.
It's a black woman, I think.
No, behind the counter?
Yeah, that's
Looking
a
like
black,
an Arab guy.
That's a black woman.
It's a
Is
black
it?
woman, yeah.
Is she
Yeah.
still shooting?
He's trying to rob Shirley Hemphill.
Yeah, and he robbed her, and then as he's trying to make his escape, she pulls a gun.
Good.
And just starts
There
plugging
she
the
is.
guy.
That looks like an Arab to you? Are you insane?
It did from the back of the camera.
That's
I'm a
Wanda
gre-
Sykes.
I'd
and
be a
it's-
great witness, wouldn't I? I'm looking right at her.
You racist.
Arab man. It was an Arab man, I swear. A black woman.
You
She
guys,
looked like Mohammed Atta, and meanwhile it's Mabel King.
you guys got to see the video. ABC just showed it. I'm sure go to right to Fox.
The
Fox,
guy's leg was twitching for a while.
Fox will have it on a loop for the next 24
Oh,
hours.
sure.
So what happened? Because that was over my head here.
Guy walks in, black guy walks in to the register. I guess says something like, "Give me your money." She opens the register, takes out the cash, hands it to the guy. The guy starts walking away. She pulls a gun out and just starts firing at him. And then left the guy laying on the floor in a bunch of litter of chips and Entenmann's cookies.
His little feet were twitching.
His little feet were twitching for a little while, and then that was it.
She just emptied that gun into him.
That's kind of what it looked like. I didn't see anything, though. It looked like he was shot.
Oh, he was shot.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Because they usually don't show shooting like that on TV.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised it didn't show.
No. Lately, they're starting to show everything on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe she yelled, "Get on the ground, get on the ground." I don't know. I got to see the clip with sound now.
Oh, you're right.
Someone, I don't know.
Someone, I'm sure.
Yeah,
someone
help us
saw
out
it.
on the instant feedback.
Instant feedback.
All right, so then we went to Tony Danza, and we did another one of the phone calls. It went beautifully once again, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Eric was ready to leave, and pretty much he said there's a huge security guard there that won't let him leave.
Yes.
Was knocking the phone out of his hand, and then Eric was trying to call the show, and then he's hanging up the phone, then he grabbed the phone away from him, and he had Eric, he was holding Eric.
Yes.
And supposedly they called the cops, and got very, very ugly yesterday. We were on the phone with cop friends, and
Just trying to have a little fun, right?
Master Poe wanted to run over there and break someone's neck.
Yeah, he was very, very upset, let's just say.
I've heard he's been told that he's not allowed to call the cops.
Oh, really?
Well, he gets a little excited, because he's trying to protect us. I understand that.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a 911 type call.
So, the update, Eric, come in here real fast. Or you could talk from there if you want. What?
I think he was saying he can't talk from there.
Oh, okay.
For some reason. Oh, Flaming Steve is taking his place at the helm.
Well, for some reason, they can't hear that mic over the air, so...
Oh, all right.
It's going to be like a sauna after he's in there with that shirt for a couple of minutes.
it's like a steam room now in there. So, Eric, I guess we all decided not to press charges and not to call the police and get them involved, right? Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with it. That's what I was advised to do, and I agree with it.
Advised?
So.
Really?
Yeah. Had a couple of phone calls yesterday after the show, and it was advised that we don't do that.
Some police officers?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we would look kind of silly.
We would look silly.
And nerdy.
We need something really good if we're going to, involve the cops.
Right.
Something like just a little shoulder shaking.
All the crap we get away with, we can handle if one of our guys gets slightly roughed up.
Yeah,
right?
That's fine. Yeah, I had no problem with it.
Okay.
Roughed up.
My only problem is now we can't work the line anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We will.
Yeah. That's why we're smart.
All right.
Just when you think it's over, Johnny, you watch what happens next.
All right, good.
Jason, go ahead.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, you going to continue the bit? Because that's definitely worth a delay.
Yeah, we got some ideas. We might take it to the next level.
Sweet. Because, to sit there and listen to those friggin' clowns go, oh, whoa, oh, and she's screaming in her shorts, it's just classic.
Yeah, I got a backup plan, actually.
Sweet.
I kind of know that area. I got a backup plan.
You guys suck.
All right, thank you, Jason. So, yeah, that's the update, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And we should go right into the applause breaks. This is one of our favorite things to do on the new show, Anthony.
Oh, when we're done with the show here, at the end of the show, we turn on the Tony Danza show. And he comes out, and before he does his monologue, or as he's doing his monologue, we count how many applause breaks there are. These rubes that come to see him will clap at anything. The drop of a Tony's hat, and they're clapping. And we're amazed at the nonsense that comes out of his mouth and the applause that it gets from the audience.
And this is only one show. Every day there's about 10 to 12 applause breaks for stupid crap.
Yeah.
Absolutely stupid crap that means nothing.
Nothing.
And this is what makes good TV these days, I guess.
I guess so.
So here's today's Tony Danza applause breaks. We'll stop after each one. We'll start with this.
And thanks for tuning in at home. That was my son outside putting up the wreath with us. My little... I had him on my shoulders for a while, and then I realized the last time he was on my shoulders, he was 4. So, kind of crazy. How's everyone? I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, you enjoy it? Okay.
Oh.
Nice to see you all.
Up. Oh, my son, last time he was on my shoulders, he was 4.
Yeah.
How is everyone today? Good?
Just chop meat hands when they leave.
And here's another one.
At
then
nothing.
I got some mixed olives, and I threw the olives in there, too. I let them go for a while. And then I put in the tilapia. The tilapia was laying in there and came out fabulous. I mean, really, so that's my new dish now. It's called tilapia with olives. Tilapia.
Oh, my God. They're clapping at that, and he milked it. He was trying so hard to get him.
Tilapia and olives. Tilapia.
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 They're applauding a fish.
Hey, tilapia pussy would be fantastic right now.
Tilapia.
Is that what tilapia is, a fish?
Yeah, it's, I think so.
He goes into these Guido Dago cooking things. He is I swear to God, he is the equivalent of if a black guy gets on TV and just starts going, well, the lordy, where be my watermelon?
All right, so you're saying he's very typical Tony Danza.
Yes. He is. He's like, it's so stereotypical Dago WAP things.
He's German-Irish.
Listen here, my Kraut McFriend.
Listen to this one.
I'm telling you, there's talk of a bread intervention at my house. Because pugliese are going like crazy. I'm eating like a madman. I'm leading the no low carb diet. That's me. I'm going the other way.
See, everyone else is on the low-carb diet, so...
I'm doing the no low-carb
So Tony,
diet.
who doesn't have an ounce of fat on him, he's pretty much saying that he's out of control. He's eating bread, and he's going to start this new revolution, the no-carb... What did he say?
No low-carb.
No low-carb diet.
Go along with my diet, my complete... I'm off any kind of talent for my whole life. I've been dieting, and I haven't touched talent in quite a while.
The funny part about that, then they show the crowd, and they're all fat pigs.
Yeah, big slobs.
And
in
if
that
Tony
audience.
says it's okay to eat bread, we're going to eat bread now again.
Right, Tony said.
Tony doesn't eat bread. Tony works out like an animal,
Like
probably.
an animal,
He probably
yeah.
has dietitians. He probably counts every single calorie.
Sure.
Yeah, Tony's stuffing his face with bread. Of course he is. And then he has
Bread
the
intervention.
Then he has the nerve to face these fat pigs. That are, they're all just fat pigs. And when they show the audience shot, and he's trying to tell them that he's gaining a little weight.
Yeah.
As these ladies have their hands rested on their bunts, waiting to applause again.
Their bunts, applause.
I am a little bit heavy. We have Nikki Kimbrough here today. I am. I'm a little over. You could just feel it. It's just a little. You know how things.
No,
I'm
Tony.
not gonna let you see, lady.
And they're applauding over
More
that.
applauding.
You know where he's overweight? In the front of that Spider-Man costume.
Big
That's
hog.
where the weight was coming from on Halloween.
A big hog.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling a little, you
A
can
little
feel
bloated.
it.
No, Tony,
no, Tony,
no.
not you.
No.
You're our superhero.
How bittersweet for him. He knows that he could just grab any one of those women and just but look at them. Just look at them. That's his life. Eesh.
And our life is better.
Yeah,
Have you
no.
seen who comes to see us? All guys.
Yeah, we get
All guys.
We get porn stars that we can go
Pay
home
to
with
fuck.
for $1,000.
All right. Well, now here's an applause break for laundry, Anthony.
What?
Laundry.
And so I just want to tell you all, I'm happy with my laundry. I don't know why I told that story.
I'm happy with my
I
laundry.
mean it though.
And that gets an applause break. Well, look how long it's going.
Oh, they're just excited.
Yeah, I'm happy with my, my housekeeper washes the skid marks out now. I had flu underwear laying on the floor, and she came over and cleaned it up, picked it up with her bare hands. It was amazing.
Unbelievable. They were applauding
I was with you.
his laundry.
Yeah. This is my favorite one and the last one for today.
All
There's
right.
another 5, but this one is just amazing.
She's not the only one with fans in prison, though. I want to say hello to all my friends at my fans and friends at Rahway.
Friends.
I know you're watching. I was on the message board that I have fans at Rahway Prison. They watch it. They watch it Rahway every day. I'm so.
Rahway.
Yeah.
Speaking of that message board,
Yeah.
the gang from our message board, whackbag.com, has completely taken over the thing.
Oh, yeah, they went to the
yeah.
Tony Danza
Oh,
message board and just trashed
And
it.
what? OpieAnthony.net, right? Okay, OpieAnthony.net, another message board. They've completely taken it over.
Trashed
the O&A
Tony
Army.
Danza message
The O&A
board.
Army were a little pissed off how Sex Bagel was treated, so they took it upon themselves. We didn't say it, and they just went for a major attack on the message board.
You could just see those rubes that want to write, I enjoy your program, Tony. You are what? And they're just being called the C word.
Oh, it's just ugly over there right now.
Screen names like Norton's Beef Tits.
Yeah.
That's actually somebody's email name, Norton's Beef Tits.
We had Howard Stern's message board shut down because he couldn't take the abuse, and now I guarantee the Tony Danza thing is going to be shut down as well.
I'm shutting it down.
Yes, Sex Bagel.
I'll email you guys the links, but I went on there last night to the Tony Danza board.
Yeah.
They swap recipes. They talk about experiences about sitting in the audience. And, like, I'm going to go to this show. Let's all meet up at some place before the show and introduce each other.
Is that
all these ladies.
his message board or
That's
ours?
what-
I was going to say,
that sounds a lot like our message boards.
I've seen the same post on whackbag.com.
Hey, going to Cleveland?
Yeah, before the Passion of O&A, let's all meet at Fridays. I've seen it.
Yeah, same thing.
Why don't we get one of the interns to get some of the better slams from the Tony Danza message board,
That'd
if
be
we
good.
can. So anyway, he's...
Why is he thanking prison.
He's thanking the gang at Rahway.
At Rahway?
In between dropping the soap, I guess these guys were listening to watching Tony Danza in the weight room.
And he was serious. It wasn't like a joke or anything.
well, good.
He's seriously thanking prisoners.
She's not the only one with fans in prison, though. I want to say hello to all my friends at my fans and friends at Rahway. I know you're watching. I gotta. It was on the message board that I have fans at Rahway Prison. They watch it. They watch it Rahway every day. I'm so.
Hey,
There it is.
Watch my segment about, I'm going to do a segment on making a shank out of Italian bread. For all my friends, they should tune into that one. If there's any trouble out in the yard, you could stab them with a piece of stale Italian bread, huh? Mamma mia. I want to thank my good friend Scott Peterson. Out there had a little trouble, little run-in with the law. I'm not it happened to me. I got a ticket once, so I understand. I want to thank Scott. Thoughts and prayers with your wife and little Connor. Thoughts and prayers.
Hope everything works out for you.
Yeah, I hope everything goes well. My friends and fan, my friend and fan, Scott Peterson. Merry Christmas to you, Scott. What are you going to get, little Connor? Another cinder block? Get him one of those little, maybe a little fishing set. You can take him fishing with you. Oh, you did already. I want to thank Robert Chambers, the preppy killer. I want to say hi. And, thoughts and prayers out to you. A big fan of the show. Want to say hello to everybody at the Cambridge Institution for the Criminally Insane. Got a lot of fans over there. I hear they're replacing shock therapy with the Tony Danza show.
That's a good one.
And they're complaining. Duh. I just want to say hello to Michael Jackson. I hear he's having some problems. And, also want to say hi to all my good friends and fans at NAMBLA, the North American Man Boy Love Association. What's wrong with a little man boy love? Thoughts and prayers to all the kid lovers. Hey, I just want to say hello to all my shit dick fans. All the shit dicks out there. Thoughts and prayers.
Hope the tests come back negative.
I hope your T-cell count's higher than my ratings. Hey, sarcoma sounds like an Italian dish, doesn't it? Thoughts, prayers, hello, all my fans.
Yeah, why is he thanking Rahway?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a Tony Danza thing to do.
No.
Really, prisoners. That's the anti-Tony Danza thing. That's the bad stuff you don't really want to acknowledge that's out there on a fun show like the Tony Danza show.
All right.
Oh, we'll be back. Hey, I want to say hello and thank you to all my friends and fans, Catholic priests. Just want to say hi to all them. Oh, I thanked NAMBLA already. I'm sorry. No trouble with the priest.
By the way,
Careful, Eric.
That's my new bit.
What bit, Opie?
When the devil just pops out of me.
I like that.
Oh, Tony will be back.
Ooh, it's kind of the devil distorts that microphone quite a bit, doesn't he?
That's devilish of you.
That's what makes the bit good.
Oh, we got a couple?
Thank you. Oh, we have some already? What do you got? Are these can we just read them right off, or we have to find them off this sheet?
Well, the top one says, I've heard that Tony likes to meet a few fans before the show to help him relax. Anyone know
how to be a lucky fan?
Fan Danzas?
See, I guess the printer's still not working right? It's still...
And then someone, Sweet Midnight, writes, he meets the fans when commercials are on. I was on his show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so it goes one of ours, one of theirs, one of ours.
Oh, my God, it's so true. Last month, it was my neighbor Leslie's birthday, and she got to see Tony's show. Jealous. I'm so jealous. While she was online with her friend Deborah, someone who works there came outside with a phone, and guess what? Tony was on the line. Deborah got to talk to him. Yeah, but the person that wrote that one is Thoughts and Prayers. You just know it's one of our assholes. Did she, and then someone writes, did she get to go backstage? Get on her knees and pray with Tony? She took a picture with him and his mule.
And he asked her to go out after the show.
And then Sweet Midnight writes, you guys have nothing better to do than post gross posts. Clean up the act a bit, will you, please? And then Thoughts and Prayers go, Miss, may I inquire as to what you find so gross in this thread? Wow, I just noticed you have over 3,000 posts. You must be his biggest fans.
Do you go to the show a lot? Is there any more?
Any more? I don't know. Well, Spider-Man's junk is chiming in.
I think you... Oh, man, I wish I could have had the opportunity to pray with Tony like Deborah did. She took it, the lovely thing. God bless her heart.
God bless her heart. Wow, guys, the Tony Danza...
See, the printer still is messed up, huh?
It's cutting off half the posts.
And that's what... whatever.
You don't need that on a live radio show, though, when you got to go to the... Why would you? Who cares if the bit flows?
Okay.
I would love some of your pasta and clam sauce. And then Hoo Hoo Howie it writes, the internet is for porn. A bunch of tools.
What does that mean, the internet is for porn? What is that?
I don't know. What is that?
Why would somebody write that?
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Me up all night hugging me. Porn to porn. Porn, porn,
porn. Oh, can we read these?
Shit Dick. It's Shit Dick's post. Does anyone know if Tony is bi by any chance? I'd really like to. Oh, I wouldn't ever really get the chance with him, but I would love to try to meet him. Spider-Man Junk writes, Mr. Shit, I don't think that the beloved Tony is bisexual. Have you seen the way he dances?
That is pure choreography of a blank homosexual.
Whatever. And then this post by Lil Connor Peterson, followed up by a post from Old Gravy Leg.
You guys rock. Lil Connor Peterson writes, I don't know, but I know I'll never get old to find out if I'm gay or not. Holy crap.
And then Old Gravy Leg writes, Mr. Danza is Connor's godfather. To the Italian people, this is a very religious and sacred bond. Oh, you guys are assholes. That is so funny. Old Gravy Leg.
Oh, it's so...
Oh, they're killing this message board.
God, is that funny?
Lil Connor
Peterson. Can you spell it? L-I-L?
L-I-L.
L-I-L.
Not little. It's Lil.
Oh, they're coming in like crazy. There seems to be lots and lots of posts.
Holy shit.
What's this one? I don't see any.
This is an example of what they talk about when.
Oh yeah,
these are just the regular people.
Yeah, they're just talking about recipes. And
they want recipes because
they want the Thanksgiving recipes, but now that Thanksgiving's over, they can't get them.
Can you print for me recipes?
Well, we'll get more as the show goes on.
Their names are so goddamn funny.
And you know how long that message board is not going to last for long? They're going to ruin it for someone else.
We got out with the likes of Shit Dick posting.
Can we figure out how to print these up better, or? All right, figure it out, because the bit doesn't flow when we got to try to figure out what they're saying.
Godfather.
Okay. All right, Anthony, we got more racist, silly songs.
Oh, we do, yes.
We got I think 2 or 3 to play after the break.
All right.
And we're gonna talk to the guy that runs this record label. Finally.
Yeah.
And before that, though, we were playing the Green Bay Funeral Home yesterday.
Yeah.
Norton is he can't even control himself.
It's so goddamn funny.
He can't control himself. So,
Opie, we got more messages off of the Tony Danza message board. One, Angela loves Tony's mule. Is mad at Anal Fissure, saying, please change your name. I like this one here. What is Tony's real name? Does anyone know? And then somebody writes, Tony Danza's real name is Antonio Salvatore La Danza, although there's been an argument as to whether his real first name is Antonio or Anthony. And then Tony Rules writes, I hear his real name is Ben Sparks. Can anyone confirm this?
Our own Ben Sparks.
I heard Tony is going to be playing a part on the next Sopranos season. Anyone know what part this might be? And Angela loves Tony's mule, right? I hope Tony plays the part of a farmer. Maybe then we can all see his mule. Will'd you blow me? The names are great. I want to know if maybe Tony can give some cleaning tips. I have these stains on my mattress and all over my bathroom that I just can't get out. Any suggestions? Looking forward to hearing from you, Ben Sparks. Ah, God. Big duties, Ben.
What is that? Is that somebody's?
Wait. You know, going back to cleaning up the mess though. There's a few responses. Club Soda Kenny always works for me, fella. Makes me want to skip around. It works so well. You use Club Soda Kenny to clean it out? And then he writes, yeah, but Club Soda leaves a big stain, a big stupid stain, big and stupid, even if the Club Soda is indeed handsome.
And a new one that I just read, one of my favorite names, saying, if anyone needs advice on how to clean the ring around the bathtub, let me know. I'll share my secret. And that's from Yates Party of Five.
Oh, my God.
You people are scumbags. Yates Party of Five.
All right, Ant.
Ring around the tub.
We have more. We have more of these racist, silly songs to play.
Sensitive people.
5 little candles blown out too soon.
God damn, people are brutal. Love it.
So we got the racist, silly.
Oh yes,
songs.
Racist and
we got some
homophobic.
Well, we got some new ones today, and I don't know. I'm feeling guilty that. Oh, okay. I'm feeling guilty that we kind of laugh at these things.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah, because they're hurtful, Anthony.
They're hurtful.
They're very hurtful. We can't even move on because Norton's
just laughing his ass off. These are really funny.
Oh, they're hilarious. You missed this one, Ant.
Oh, I did?
When you were reading the thing about, this was from Old Gravy Leg, and it said, this is the one you wrote, hey, Tony, I was wondering if you could give me some cleaning tips. I have the stains in the mattresses in the bathroom I can't get out. And it says, looks forward to hearing from you, Ben. But then it says, P.S. I have a great recipe for beef jerky that you could use on the cooking segment. It's called Ben's Herky Jerky. Oh,
just pick up every little thing from the show. God damn, are they funny?
All right.
New name on the Tony Danza message board? Tony's Taint. Welcome. Welcome, Tony's Taint, to the message board.
The virus has infected the Tony Danza message board.
Tell your security people to act nicer.
Yeah, exactly. Because look what we do now.
Look what we do now. Just sign up.
Just sign up. It's $2 lousy a month. All right. Butt plug, Anthony?
Butt plug? Is that an offer?
Butt plug?
One of the guys' names is Ryan White.
Oh, the Tony Danza message board?
You're still laughing at those names.
What a bunch of jerks.
Butt plug.
Hey, Ryan Wright writes, hi, everybody. I just want to thank Tony for putting on an extravaganza every single day. Unfortunately, I'm homeschooled, but watching Tony is a fun way to spend recess. P.S. If anybody has some great cocktail recipes, I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Butt plug. I like they call my name's Bill.
Yeah? I don't know if we've played it, huh?
Have we? Oh, Jim just got another stack full of Tony Danza message board posts from some of our listeners that have invaded the message board. What are they doing now?
This is from Connor Peterson.
Jim is obsessed.
He said,
with the Peterson
Dad showed
trial.
Mom who's the boss. He took her fishing.
Oh, my God.
Who's the boss?
Oh, my God.
He's turning red. Look at Jim. He's red.
Dude, let it sit there. You're not going to beat that one until we get back from break.
Funny.
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony free play all week long on XM 202. To continue to receive channel 202 on your XM radio, you'll need to add Opie and Anthony on your XM account. You can do that by calling 1-800-XM radio, or you can subscribe online. And best of all, if you order this week, you'll get Opie and Anthony for the remainder of 2004 at no additional charge. Hurry, this special deal ends Sunday. And what's that other slug line we have to talk about? In the running for a MiFi, if you sign up for something. It's right there. Yeah. To qualify for a MiFi, subscribe to any of XM's premium services between now and December 31st, and you'll be entered in the weekly MiFi drawing automatically. One entry per premium service on your account. It's that simple.
Animals.
Animals. Complete creeps.
Anthony,
Oh my God.
They call my name's Bill.
Yes.
Let's go to Chuck in Kansas. Hey, Chuck, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I was just calling to see if you guys are going to be doing an update today on the Tony Danza chat board.
Well, we do have an update on the Tony Danza message board. I want to congratulate the O&A Army. They shut the thing down.
What a
I'm
bunch
a truck
of
driver
freaks.
out here on I-70, and I had tears streaming down my face from laughing so hard yesterday.
We attacked that message board so badly that they had to shut it down, and it's under construction. What happened, Anthony? Someone got the codes of the moderators or something?
It seems that one of the members of the O&A Army was able to crack the password for the moderator for the Tony Danza message board. And they put up a big thing that said thoughts and prayers out to Tony Danza's message board on the actual message board. They were able to hack it. And they had to shut it down. So now the message on the message board reads, what is it?
You got it right there?
Here it is. The Tony Danza show message boards are temporarily down for maintenance. We thank you for your patience during this process. Signed, the Tony Danza show staff. They completely infiltrated the message board and shut it down, but not before completely pissing everybody off on the board. All the people that love the show, the hayseeds, the staff of the Tony Danza show, really pissed them off with some hysterically funny posts and screen names.
It's not like they were just going on going, Tony sucks. It was that there was a screen name, Lil Connor Peterson. Big Duties Ben, just like
Old Gravy Leg.
That's my
Old
favorite.
Gravy Leg was posting. And they like you said, they wouldn't just post Tony sucks. It was whole conversations that would go on using little inside jokes from the show.
Well, we want to thank the O&A Army, especially the troops at whackbag.com, a great message board, and also the fine folks at opieanthony.net, another great Opie and Anthony message board. They just took it upon themselves to get back at Tony because his people roughed up our own Eric there the other morning.
They felt he was inappropriately treated, and that the response of these maniacs is to just shut your message board down.
Yeah, if anybody...
oh, it's not over!
Gee, they get right there.
That's my new bit.
The devil bit.
Yeah, the devil bit. It comes out.
Devilish.
If anyone screws with this program, you better think long and hard if you're the owner of a message board, because we do attack the message boards. Our people are animals.
Oh, they love it.
And they're just funny freaks.
They really are funny. It's not just mindless banter. There's some really funny shit there.
Really? No, our listeners make us a lot funnier. at times, definitely.
Although I say it's not mindless banter, but I'm sure some housewife in the Midwest doesn't find the humor in a Connor Peterson name posting,
no.
My dad showed my mom who's the boss, he took her fishing. I'm sure that's not seen as funny as it really is by a
That
lot
was
of
a great line.
Oh, my
and
God.
you know she's just like, these people are reading it going, where do I know that name?
Yeah.
Connor Peterson.
Oh, my God, that's horrible. Who thinks this is funny? All our hands go up.
So what's the official message from the O&A Army as far as the Tony Danza message board goes?
This is the message that was up on the message board when they hacked it. It says, the Tony Danza Show message boards are now controlled by the O&A Army. All the rubes, feel free to come down to the studio and meet my mule. Thoughts and prayers, Tony Danza. It's got a picture of Tony sitting in a chair.
What a bunch of creeps.
There are creeps, though, and we love them. We
Hilarious.
absolutely love the O&A
Do you know
Army.
how annoyed he must have been to tune on and see his mug there next to that rotten little message?
Oh, annoyed.
Oh,
You know, we're not even the generals of the Army anymore. They just they just take it upon themselves. They don't even wait for orders anymore.
No.
They know us in this program so well, they just know what to do.
Their
at all
own
times.
discretion.
Right. You just take care of it, guys.